Hello, Shabby Geekers, and welcome to season 3. Do you know it's season 3? This
season 3.
Yeah, right. So what I do is every time I do a thing, I always keep the videos and keep the inserts and keep everything else and put them in. But I keep them on a dongle right here. So I put it in.
You keep them where?
On my dongle. And is that what you call them? That's what you call them, David. Dongles. Is it?
Well, in your fanny.
I've heard it called that before, yeah.
Well, it's a dongle. It's a shabby dongle. And I stuck it in, and then I realised, wow, we're on to season 3 already. So welcome, everybody, to episode 1 of season 3 with the lovely VTR and the lovely Scuba Pete. How are you, boys?
We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
I was just laughing at the thumbnil you had there. I mean,
yeah, I was
good old Connor, man. I love Connor to pieces. So Connor messages me and he goes, Shabby, if you want, because I always, with tub thumpers, I always make sure that Claire does them, keep the oldest stab, where you just stick a head on something and do it that way. But Connor's been making all the ZSR ones, the ZSRs at 80s night and all that sort of stuff. So I said to him, do you fancy doing something for me for top 5? And he did. But then, surprisingly, he sent me that picture of you two. And I thought, oh, that's
trying to recreate it. There we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, there you go. Scuba on the phone. Hey, Shabby, Scuba and VTR. Hiya, G-Force. Hiya, Kieran. Hiya, Kat. Hiya, Mrs. T. Even all. Des sends his apologies. He'll be along later. Right, well, we'll call it a night then. So if we forget it, should we just wait for him or something like that?
Reschedule.
Pete, you take your time out to do this. Hey, Roppy, nice to see you. Wow, it's packed, absolutely packed in here. Pod Racing Palps is here. Hiya, Palps. Oppie, I've said. Oh, look, Rob, I've got my cup. Do you like my cup?
Oh, it's cool.
Don't mess with Texas.
Yeah, don't mess with Texas.
Big hello to you, three fine joints. I haven't got my glasses on. I'll be all right. I'm like that.
Big and bright.
APD's here. Let's just put my glasses on while I get to the end of this.
APD.
And then I can see. APD's here. Here we go. Top 5. I see my top 3 here on screen right now.
Oh.
Hey, Dave. Hey.
Smooth talker, really. Smooth talker.
Everyone say hello to Connor. Look at him. Nope. Top 3. And he's like, no, not these idiots. Oh, brilliant. Hey, Adam, good old gold figures here. Hey. We'll be seeing him next month, won't we, Pete? We'll be seeing him at Joe Fest. Mm-hmm. Claire's here, right, Claire? Jonathan's here. Even Star Wars finally got a decent. Do you celebrate this May the 4th? I've seen it everywhere today. But...
Nope. I find it annoying. I think it's dumb.
I think it's dumb.
I do. I've always thought it's dumb.
I did have the Star Wars Burger King meal today.
Oh, I think I saw this. There was a salad on it, and all the lads were kicking off that there was salad on it or something.
Well, obviously it's Mandalorian and Grogu, so there's loads of green stuff in the burgers and on the fries. So
it's like some kind of real Grogu.
Yeah, real Grogu. Yeah.
I was reading an article here this morning came up on MSN, and it was saying as it just turned into Star Wars' version of Black Friday. Because all the stuff comes out and it's a cash grab, basically, isn't it, today? But how long has this been going for? May the 4th, was there?
I don't know, but Cinco de Mayo's been going on way longer than May the 4th.
Yeah. I remember that's tomorrow, isn't it? Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. Q's here. Hiya, Q. Pops is here. Wow. Look at this. Everybody's turned up. This is packed tonight. Did the dongle have any part in the colour of your hair turned out, Shabby? Tell you, scumbags. Scumbags. It's died down a bit now, but it's still blue. Look, I'll show you.
It is as well, isn't it?
But it's not as bad. It's not as bad.
Oh, it matches the background sky that we've got.
Well, that's why I did it on purpose and put a blue shirt onto it.
You know what? It take your hat off again.
Right.
I think it's the same blue silver sheen as on Eternia. On the towers. I
didn't need too much canning. Brilliant, Pete. That makes you feel so much better, Pete.
I think it is good, but I'd keep the cap on.
Oh, yeah. But she won't fix it. I've asked her 3 times, right? And I did keep on collecting on Saturday, which was also I love those lads.
Yep.
And I had a really good chat talking to them. And they asked me. They said, "Has your wife have you washed it? I said, no, I just have to keep washing it. But I've asked her if she'll change it. She said, no. She won't help me out. She just left it. You know what I mean?
That's funny. I had a really good discussion with my hairdresser because I had to get a haircut.
Yeah.
And when I said, what if you had a friend whose hair was white? And I mean like white. I go, and then you were going to color it. And she goes, oh, God, no. It turned out blue, didn't it?
But you know that thing? Have you ever done that thing when you get to our age, right? You do something stupid, you just want to start crying. You're just like, I've had enough. Right. It was one of them. I got out of the shower, and I went like that, and I just looked and I just slumped and went, I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired of this shit every week.
Time.
Yeah, one of those, like, when did it get to this? My hair. Will season 3 be a lot like season 3 of Mando? I bloody hope not.
It'd be way more entertaining.
Evening, beautiful men. That's a nice thing to say.
Wow.
yeah. Wait, it's going to be a massive cliffhanger. APD says, Mrs. APD would say hi, but she's painting her nails.
Oh, what colour's that? Blue, by any chance?
Has she gone for shabby blue? Do you know what I mean? I mean that's the
shabby blue. Shabby blue.
How many times did you crash last night? How many times did I crash? Oh, you mean on
your gaming?
On the gaming, yeah. APD, how are you? But let's get right down here. Everybody's talking away. George says, I only see my top one. Top one? What's he talking about, Pete?
Top one.
Top one favourite person, maybe.
Pete, May the 4th tradition is to watch Planet of the Apes.
Oh, nice. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Like, watch Buck Rogers, stream Doctor Who, like, do some other sci-fi. The whole social media, Leslie's like, just don't go on social media. And I was like, yeah, right, sure, okay.
You're weird that it can't be more than 2 minutes. The sauce has real bits of Grogu in it. That's how you know it's good.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh,
yeah.
60% of the time it works.
Sadly, I only have Burger King double bacon cheeseburger XO. Thanks for that, Chase. Hello, Camilla. Good old DCB. Camilla. Evening, Mark. Look at that. I never get called Mark. Hello.
Yeah, Mark. I never get called Dave.
Oh,
it's usually sweets.
It is normally sweet.
Or she's muttering something in Swedish and we just run the other way.
Shabby wants the same variation as a vintage can of bacon Obi. Oh, good grief. Are you going to bingo later today, Shabby? Unbelievable. Did you see that? Oh, I haven't got my phone. I was going to show you.
Bingo.
I think he did it. Stu did me a picture of an old lady and he put it up and I thought, oh, God, do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Don't tell Des there is an extract of Grogu ketchup. Shabby looks like Miles Mayhem. Oh, great. Here we go. Evening, everyone. Can't believe Shabby has tried to pass it off. It's tomorrow in Cinco de Mayo when it actually translates as 5th of May. Well, yeah, that's when Cinco de Mayo, isn't it? 5th of May.
5th of May, yes. The Cinco de Mayo.
Shabby wants all the hair variations as a vintage Ken of Obi-Wan. Yep. DCB saying hello to everybody. Shabby looks like the Millhouse's grandfather. Charming, man. That's if
they didn't tease you, you'd be like,
well, that's why I did it, Pete, because I'll tell the story again before we get into it. The last time I didn't say a word, right? I was on ZSR and I went like that. I must have took my hat off and done something and put it back on. And Matt straight away, do you know what I mean? Went, what have you done? I went, what do you mean? He goes, what have you done? I said, what are you talking about? Because you've dyed your hair. I said, right. And I explained to him the story of the light and all that. And he said, oh, all right, Shabby, that makes sense and all that sort of stuff. Right. Went into a conversation about something else, came back. As soon as we pressed live, Matt went, Shabby dyes his hair. You absolute scumbag. Do you know what I mean? So the reason I said it on Wednesday was obviously to have a laugh and a joke, but the other way to do it is because I know what these bastards are like. All it takes is one of them to see it right there and do something.
Blood in the water.
And then they go, why didn't you say anything, Shabby? Why didn't you say it? And I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to do something. Do you know what I mean?
Own up.
Yeah. Vintage Claire, let's get right here. Dalglish is here. Hi, everyone. Hey. Hiya, pal. Lovely to see you. TJC's here. Our Keith's here. Shabby, have you checked your tyres? Unbelievable. Well, that's another thing what I did. Did you hear about this story?
No.
The checking the tires. Remember we were just talking about
Online?
you get old and you start crying and you just think, what am I doing? You know, you do these stupid old age things. We're playing GTA, just a racing game last week, right? And we're racing away, and I think Palps or Smith, one of them shot my tires out, right? And I could feel my tire doing that. So instead of playing on and doing the same, I actually got out of my car to check my tires on a video game. And then so as I got out of it, and I did it, I just thought to myself, what are you doing? I felt then embarrassed, like, what am I doing?
Here.
Oh, God.
Somebody's blown my tire out.
Age don't suit me at all, I tell you. Easy commute today from the coach. Miriam, see you, Miriam.
Nice.
She has painted her nails go green. Or should I say puke green? Well, I won't say puke green.
Lovely.
Shabby Daddy's there for clicks. He's
Which we do in the middle of the live stream. We have a where you were sponsored by what is that? Hair color for men, Grecian formula. As a paid
and now an
advertiser.
advertisement. Oh, brilliant. He didn't want anyone to know, but he had an audition for a reboot of the Golden Girls. Well, that was the joke, wasn't it? I always said I don't want to look like one of the Golden Girls. Now I bloody look like one of them. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable.
Oh dear.
Embrace it.
Yeah, my team. 16 years ago, the wife and I went to Mexico for our honeymoon, and the locals don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. They said it was a made-up holiday in America to sell beer. Pete, as our honorary American, do you concur?
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole like independence thing, but I think Americans are like, woohoo! It's an excuse to go drink margaritas and eat a burrito.
But what's it actually for, Cinco de Mayo? It's not Day of the Dead.
Cinco de Mayo was the, I believe, the day of Mexican independence.
From who? From you?
No, that would be the Spanish.
The Spanish, right? Oh, okay. So what's Day of the Dead then? If it's not, is that not Cinco de Mayo?
Los Muertos is Halloween.
Look at this day. Loads, you know.
It's all the facts, isn't he?
Just to be clear, I actually paid Jen to do that to Shabby's hair. I never believed she would do it, but apparently Jen. Well, Scuba and Dave have met her, so you have to question yourself. Like, did she do it on purpose? Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, she said she didn't, but then she says it and then starts smiling, and then won't say anything else.
I totally get where she's like, nope, I'm not fixing it. I was like, yeah, you're not. No, I would expect nothing less. Not happening.
40 people here already. Thank you all so much. That's awesome. Yeah. Hello there, Shabby, Scuba, and Dave. Hello, Mr. B. Hello, Mr. B. Nice to see you. I'm happy with any made-up holiday if it involves beer. It's okay, Shabby. I'm going grey, but at least I don't mind going grey. I've said this before. It's because I go white. If it was grey, I wouldn't care less. Do you know what I mean? I'm at that age, but because I'm so white, it just washes me out. I look like a cloud.
With me. Mommy, why does that guy look like a cloud?
I know. Look at him.
He looks like a cloud in amongst the blue sky.
I look like a blue cloud. Yeah, you know what I mean? Today's my mum's birthday, is the 5th of May. Oh, right. I was waiting for him to say something, but I'm pretty sure the hair colour is it protest ice blue? No, it's definitely not. Definitely not. Right, let's get down here a bit. Claire says that hair colour gives him free membership to the Blue Oyster. Ricardo. Right, you're both toy collectors, as we know.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So I need to ask you both a question. How do you think, because thinking about this a couple of weeks ago when I was changing my room, how do you think your toy collecting has evolved? So would you say your toy collecting is more or less the same now as it was 5 years ago? I'll start with you, Pete.
Definitely. Let's see. So 5 years ago, that would have been what, 2021,
right?
Definitely different because we were coming out of lockdown,
right? And
we were all about like trying to grab Motu Origins actually in store at like a Walmart. Like I heard they have, Man at Arms. What, really, at your Walmart? And like driving around.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot more time and gas spent brick and mortar retail. Not as much vintage toy shop. Like I would obviously still go, but it was I don't know. It was more of a 60-40 kind of thing. Like 60% still going to retail, 40% hit that vintage store, like over in Ohio or we're up in Indy. Whereas now, it's like 99.99999 vintage toy shops. I've sold most of my Origins off. Dun dun. Yeah, I have a few and some gifts, obviously, that I keep. But that's where I've changed. Like except for that 0.01% modern vintage
all the way. That's what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Dave? You're more as
I think it's mostly the same because it's mostly vintage. But I would say that I've slowed down a little bit, mostly because I've run out of space. So that doesn't help. And I guess I'm looking for more specific things now, because in the early days, I would just be scooping up as much as I could of everything. Yeah. Whereas now I'm a little bit more fussy.
Now that's a good way of looking at it, because that's what I've done. Because I've just gone into another room now. but as I was doing it, I got a moment of clarity and thought, you can't keep just picking up everything anymore. This is getting ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? And so what I've done is what you just said, Dave. I've specifically, I say this, I'm full of shit. I try my hardest to stay in my lane. Do you know what I mean? This is what I collect.
It's hard.
But
I say I've slowed down, but I'm still buying stuff. It's just, I know it. Like if it's a big item, then I would definitely think about it twice. But but I have a list of things that I'm looking for, and I'll try and find those. And if I go to a fair, then I'll pick up something.
Yeah,
but I'm not going around every week trying to find new bits.
You know, I wish I always say the same thing every month. I was talking to the lads that keep on collecting about this on Saturday. I've got to slow down. I've got to appreciate what I have. I've got to appreciate, but you don't, do you? It's like a drug to us, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's awesome. On your shelf. Oh, what's next? Do you know what I mean?
You literally have no room. Yeah. Even if you organized everything, which Dave, I need to pay you to come over. We'll hang out. And you help me organize this room because it's a flipping disaster. But at the same time, Leslie's challenged me to be like, do you really want, like a particular thing? And that's changed too, because I'm like, I am taking a little bit more of a critical eye. Like, all right, Karate Commandos, I think it's time for you to go. Like, I don't have an attachment to that particular.
Oh, poor Karate Commandos.
Right?
What's the end of them? But but we all, us three, I think, do the same thing. We try and theme our rooms, don't we? You don't want to put like Transformers over there, and this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You try and keep
there's sections, Although I do have Fraggle Rock in amongst my Indiana Jones.
Oh, I remember that scene when they were going across.
Don't you remember the doozer walking across?
Oh, brilliant. 5 years ago, no Joe's Action Force mask. I was mainly Star Wars vintage, says Travels with Jason. I've certainly gone vintage and specific modern. See, the thing about it is, I've changed and I've gone more vintage in a little bit now, simply because prices are exactly the same now. When you're looking at...
I was just going to say that to G-Force. I'm like, I remember when he would do the, the Target toy hunts or whatever, and then he'd show what you got. But to do that now is like, there goes $200, and you're like, oh man,
you've hit the nail on the head. When you're looking at Black Series now, like deluxe ones at $40-something, and then you're looking at Vintage Masters of the Universe for $40-something. I'm like, this is a no-brainer. This doesn't make. Do you know what I mean? Because I used to look at you a lot, and I used to say, "Blimey, they're spending a lot of money on this vintage," and I never really looked at it. But as the years go by and everything's going up,
it's definitely like
And the funniest thing is, it's like some of these vintage that I specifically collect, real Ghostbusters. The Masters of the Universe, they're not breaking any banks. They're not but then again, I'm pre-ordering 3 or 4 Black Series and it's broke the bank. Do you know? It's weird, isn't it? How it's turned. Do you not think?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that and the I don't miss the whole like, when is that pre-order gonna hit and charge your bank account, that whole like, oh crap, that came in.
Yeah, I try my hardest not to do it anymore. That pre-order, it got
nice
crazy.
Not to worry about it.
Oh, Jen bollocked me. I got mental, right? Because what I do is the Amazon account, or whatever, is in a thing in her name or whatever. So I'd pre-order, and then I get a phone call and say, why is 200 quid gonna? Oh, 7 years ago I purged my entire collection. I've been only vintage ever since. Wow. That's why I gave Shabby crap about his new Beastman. Maybe the 6-1 in a different line. I have got it though. Yeah, he's just come. I have a rule. I only collect things that are plastic, articulated, and I can't afford. That's not bad.
That's a good rule.
That's good. Yeah, those are good rules.
I started collecting 5 years ago. Yeah, but do you think the way you collect has changed? Are you looking for specific things more than other things now? Because, right, we watch your channel, Dave, and you find stuff that's no one's ever seen before. It's very rare. Do you go your list, or when you go out to these conventions, are you looking for things that are rare or not many?
Yeah, I'm looking for oddities like the infamous Heinz ketchup transforming bottle that I found at the NEC. That's right up my street nowadays. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. I don't need a Beastman. I've got myself a ketchup bottle.
Look at Desert Home now going, what?
Yeah. As soon as I got that, I found it. I went straight back to the the little area at the back of the NEC, and I saw Des. I was like, Des, have a look.
Oh, is that the same with you, Pete? Because you've got some super cool stuff in yours. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you set out doing that, or? Because for me, I'll set out going Transformers, Star Wars, Real Ghostbusters, He-Man, or if I see something.
I think it's morphed into that, and just like seeing the cool things that do pop up in the Midwest.
Yeah.
That, like at Great Ohio, that I'm wearing their shirt today. The Great Ohio.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's sponsored.
Yeah, sponsored, happily. I wish. You never know what you're going to run into. So to say, I'm only going to, I tried that. It's a fool's errand for me. You see the, like the giant bouncy battle cat, from the 80s. And you're like, well, I mean, it's only 1,500. I mean, and you're like, what am I? No.
You have to though, don't you? I know it's weird.
Just when you think, at no point have I ever pretended like, Mr. Toy Know-It-All. Like, I'm a moron. I'm always learning. I'm the first to admit it. So seeing something, you're like, I didn't know Mattel made that back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Like the cap guns,
yeah. Like, I'm showing them on Wednesday. For what Pete's talking about, I'll show you on Wednesday. So I'll show you.
There's just, I mean, my love is far and wide. It's like, vintage. Just I
didn't try though. I went to Walmart about a week ago, and obviously my wife will go that way because she ain't interested in.
She's like, don't go near me.
Right, and so I go to the toys, and they've got that new the new Chronicles line, the Masters Universe line, Chronicles, right? The 6-inch. Now I just got rid of all my Masterverse. I did the same as you did, Pete. I kept the ones that people have sent me as gifts, or whatever, but the rest of them, more or less, I got rid of. So I thought, I'm not going to start another line anyway. I go in there and I see that scare glow right then, and I thought to myself, right, I've collected. I think origin wise, I'm missing 4 since the very beginning. That's it, 4. I've just thrown myself, and I love doing it. And I thought, do I really want to do this again, just to put in a box and just to put on my, like my Black Series are doing, and this I do. So I put it down, right, and I thought I won't do it. My word, I was twitching for about 2 days. Like, no, I know how junkies feel when they come off. I was like, cold turkey. I was sat in bed going, oh no, you know what I mean?
It's still there.
But I tell you, it's weird though, because but that was the first time I've said to myself, don't do it. Don't get something else just for you to sit there and Karate Commandos, Pete. Come on, I even built mine a dojo.
Yeah,
nice.
You can't get rid of the Karate Commandos, Pete. No,
I don't know what they are. What are they, Karate Commandos?
The Chuck Norris.
Chuck
Norris
I know. With the red sports car.
So you have no. So why was that easy for you to go? You know what? I'll put that to one side.
I never had it as a kid. I mean, I love Chuck Norris.
Yeah,
but it's just like have so much other really, really cool stuff.
Yeah.
That it's like, well, that's taking up this sliver of shelf, and if you guys go, that means that goes there, and like freaking puzzle piece, that goes there.
Do you have the full set, Pete? Do you have the Corvette as well?
I have the Corvette, but I don't have like the full, like all the figures. For a while,
hang on a minute. Why are you asking? Because he's put it all away and he's gone. Hang on a minute. Do you see with his pen and his paper then? What did you say you had?
Just making a note.
No, seriously, do you need it?
I would love to get the Corvette. Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
Well,
that's even better than like quote getting rid of it and selling it.
Sorry, I meant welcome to season 1 of Trading Toys, where we trade toys.
Yes. All right. Good.
You can't give it to me. We'll do a deal. We'll do a deal. Pete.
Awesome. 5 years ago, it was all about Action Man. Then I rediscovered the Turtles. I tell you what is funny for me. Now I've got both you. Me being an expat living in 2 countries. I said this on Saturday, and I genuinely mean it. I think one of the things that might make this easier, the way you evolve and so forth, is when I brought up your videos, VTR, when you go to the conventions and Sandown and NEC and so. What I'm looking for, living abroad, looking at that, is all the old stuff like the Big Yellow Teapot or Action Man or Ladybird books and stuff like that. And I think sometimes why I don't go as mental for vintage over here is exactly what you've just said, our Scuba. I've got really no attachment to things like Chuck Norris or G.I. Joe or this or that. Do you see what I mean? So that's where it's hard for me, because what will happen is I'll go on eBay and I'll find the parts for the Big Yellow Teapot. Oh, $9.99, brilliant. 80 quid shipping, get to France. You know what I mean? So do you think that comes into it too? It depends where you are and where you live and what you see.
Yeah,
yeah.
Definitely.
Because to me, well, I'm saying it because going back to vintage, what you two do, it has to be nostalgic for me, else I just won't pick it up.
It doesn't have to be nostalgic for me. I like the oddities as well.
Yeah, the weird.
The weird and wonderful. I like picking up that stuff, and I like the history of some of the stuff, so I pick it up. Because let's face it, none of us as kids had this when we were kids, right? Well, maybe Scuba did. I don't know.
No, it was. I mean, later in the Joe line, we amassed quite the team, but
But I know what you mean, though. Like, there's certain logos that you see on cards. You could have a line that was distributed in the States and in the UK.
Yeah,
and I'll always gravitate to those UK logos. It just
makes your heart sing.
Exactly.
Well, but it's little things like that. For example, that time I watched your video and that Remco knockoff robot was there. And I remember phoning ours. It's sometimes I get more nostalgia from that, because I think through our collections, we've grown up with Indiana Jones, Transformers. We've all got that in here, and it's never really gone away. That stuff. We've all, we can still go into a store now and buy that. But it's like when Jeff got that hoarding thing, Scuba Pete, where all those toys, and he got the Vis Racer. And I'm sat there going, what? So I bought the Dukes of Hazzard car for it because I loved that as a kid. And Jeff said, I'll give you that at Joe Fair. That's more nostalgic for me. Does that make sense? Things that you don't remember because it wasn't a massive collection, but you remember having one or two of them, and you're like, no way.
Or the commercial, and you were like, well, I can't ask for that. I already asked this for my birthday or Christmas. You're like, well, shoot.
I always get just vintage Star Wars, but now Battle Beast. So you see, I tried the Battle Beast. Remember when Hero Source had them over here? The minimum price was 30 and over, and I thought,
they've lifted up in price.
Why is that?
Have they?
Yeah,
they are over here. 30 is the cheapest over here. 30. And it goes
sometimes up. You can get the more common ones for 25, but if they're complete, they're 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks. Like they
Yeah. How much are they over there? Because you've collected the first wave, haven't you? You've got the first
so me and Adam Berry, we decided to collect the first series of Battle Beasts around the same time. So as we were going around the shows together, we're like, oh, have you got that one? You got this one? Yeah, we were sort of helping each other out. You're probably looking at complete, lowest end is 20, I would say, and then you're looking at sort of 25, 30 for the usual ones. But there are some. It just depends which one you're finding. Most of Series 1 is pretty decent price.
Yeah.
As soon as you get to Series 2 and then the Laser Beasts, obviously that's where the money is.
There's that fella called Killer Carp on YouTube. I watch his channel.
Yeah.
And he's a big battle beast, and some of the battle beasts he's paid money for $6,000 and this. And I'm like,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
The sale, the what do you call that? The displays.
Yeah.
For them, like holy cow.
Yeah, some of them. But I think that's what puts me off sometimes, though, doing it, because I've always been a massive fan of Adventures of the Galaxy Rangers. I loved them as a kid, and my mum had had them all. And me having 3 brothers, we got the figures. Do you know what I mean? So I was never in a position when I was a kid. I just had the one, because I had one, Arsai had one, RJ had one, or Rick had one. And
did you ever have the horse? Any of the horses?
I can't remember the horses, so I don't think I did. If I can't remember it, no. But I do remember I loved the figures, the way the holster, you know what I mean? The gun came out the holster and stuff. They were brilliant, but the prices of them. Yeah. It's just absolutely astronomical. Do you know how expensive they are? So freeing, says Rob's Retro. No pre-orders, no Walmart, no Target ones all the time, no big bad toy store, only vintage. Is that what
I did a pre-order once. I did one pre-order, and it was for a Tron set. Me and Matt both went in on it. It's the only pre-order I've ever done. Waited God knows how long. Was it 18 months? And then they cancelled it. They didn't. I'm like, well, that's me out then. I'm never doing a pre-order ever again.
Screw this. I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm never going back into that world again.
Rookie mistake. Having any account with your wife's name, Shabby, might explain your hair though. Pretty much mostly video game related figures at this stage. Don't see the collecting turn coming though. Wow, everyone's got. Yeah, it's funny that, because I was thinking about, we've known each other for so long now.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, it's funny how things have evolved and things have, because I used to be strictly Star Wars for years, Star Wars. And then I just went, no, you know what? I'm going to go into everything else. And I have done. And I've loved it, really. No more pre-orders for me unless it's a specific custom like Red 5 Designs book. You can still get that book. I shared it this morning. You can still get it. So anyone who wants that book, you can still grab hold of it.
Yeah. Anything that's like sort of, what would you call it? Fan-made stuff. Definitely pre-order that.
Gets me excited.
Retail,
well, the lads that keep on collecting were talking about retro blasting, and now we just shown that Indiana Jones set and so forth, and they've bought it, and they showed me where they bought it from, and I think in Australia that was like $80. It wasn't nothing to do with Indiana Jones, apparently. It was to do with
no, it's Schlake, and it's their Dino Temple, and I just had mine delivered from Walmart for $46.
This is what this is, Pete. This is actually an intervention. You've got an issue, Pete. You've got a problem with buying all this stuff. Hi, John McGuire. Nice to see you. Hey, I know I'm done buying. I'm definitely done. So the snake lair arrives at the end of this year. I think I'm done because the novelty wears off, Pete. And I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Dave, because I know you pre-ordered that Tron thing, but I ordered it last September, and by the time it gets here, I'm like, see ya. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, apart from fan-made stuff, I don't pre-order any modern bits now. No. I never did anyway. I very rarely bought modern stuff.
I think that's what my issue is. I think, you know, I don't know about you, John. I can't speak for you both, but to me, it's always about flea markets, thrift shops. You know what I mean? Antique stores, vintage toy shop. It's always that. And I think me forking giving somebody $400, because once you finish with the paying it, tax and all that sort of stuff, and then waiting 18 months, the novelty's kind of worn off for me for that. It's like,
it was way more exciting to have Dave, like, we're going to find you a Palatoy Death Star if it kills me at Star Wars Celebration London. And so, like, we're scouring. It's like, there's got to be, like, and to come to fruition, to be with Dave, to find that, you know, that fits the bill and it's the right price. It was just like, man, you can't beat that feeling.
Yeah, you can't.
Versus, well, I pre-ordered it and it cost me $500 and it'll be here 2 years from now.
In honor of Shabby's Air, tonight's episode is multicolored swap shop. I have small ones like dirt bikes, snowmobile, four-wheelers. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's remember Dave bought a carded ET finger.
I did. It's just over there. It's just over there. Yeah.
Coxie's like, I'm going, look at him showing off. Never really brought that ET finger up though, did he? Do you know what I mean? Adam says my collection has now expanded into finding non-collector friends for their favorite childhood toy and gifting it to him, and I never got and it's never not got an amazing reaction.
That is a great point, Adam. And to that, if you know you're meeting somebody new in kind of like a social circle situation, and if you own up that you collect vintage toys, every time, what do you have? Like from that person, and as soon as you start to tell them, or maybe you show them some pictures, then they just like gush suddenly they're 10 years old again.
Yeah,
It's
Do you get that when people come
it
into your rooms
depends,
as well?
It depends,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they are shabby and shabby says, well, I've got a fantastic gem collection and and a great big yellow teapot.
I'm friends with
I'm not,
Samantha.
I don't know if the reaction would be quite the same.
Can you imagine? Why have you got that black eye, shabby? Well, Derek came round and I keep on collecting. Nice to see. We're just talking about you. Good morning, Shabby, Scuba and Dave. Good morning.
Good day.
Matt, how are you? Everyone's saying hello to Matt. You can always get the common battle beasts around 15 quid complete, but they are going up.
Wow,
they weren't rare though, Dave and Scuba, were they? Battle beasts? They weren't rare.
Not really. You see them quite a lot of the shows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are. Let's say the first series, no problem at all. But if you get to Laser Beasts, there's just some very hard to find ones.
Right. So that's what. Because I know there's Japanese variants and there's American ones and European ones. Matt says, I'm done with pre-orders. I'm waiting for 3 pre-orders. I'm tired of handing over exactly what I've just said. 500 plus for something that comes.
It really sucks the fun out of it.
It does, I think, Pete. It does. Do you know what I mean? I always think the best thing is when you're out and you find something, you're like, no, nothing. I think that's what keeps us collecting. Nothing beats that rush, I don't think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, hi, Wizzy. Hello, gents. He says.
What's up, Wizzy?
Retro blasting the influence. Yeah, he was. Yeah,
yeah. I was like, literally went on it, and I was like, "Darn it, Michael."
Oh. What about this though? What about this pre-order? Because I know, this was cool. Wanted that.
The Viper, I could be tempted by. The figures, maybe not. But yeah, the Viper.
This is dog shit. Have you seen them?
I know, but this is how full of shit we are. We just spent 5 minutes going, no. Then it came and goes, are you getting that? Oh, yeah, I've got to get that.
but I haven't pulled the trigger. I would love to see somebody else buy it and have a look at it, but it's not cheap, right? That's part of the issue, right? Is I have a problem with the pricing of modern stuff. It shouldn't be that expensive.
I've always said it. It's ridiculous. Yep. I know it's just probably me in my own lane. And people don't agree because they say, they've got TikTok and Instagram and so forth. But utter nonsense. I've always said this is what takes kids out of doing it. This is what does it because and you're putting down Kids Isle Black Series at $29.99 now, TVC at $21.99. And I'm like, usually there was a time, I don't know about you two, but your mum and dad, when you go to the supermarkets, they buy you a Hot Wheels or they buy you I think that's why
that was part of the deal. If you're good.
Yeah,
exactly. We're banging into our toys is because, let's be honest, none of us bought them as kids. Our mum and dads did. But I think they were at such a price and all that sort of stuff. And when they weren't, they didn't do well. Look at Sectars, $5 more than everything else back in the 80s. So they didn't do well at all. And, so I think it's sad.
Even if you had, kids that you could get interested in your vintage properties. I was watching the Battlestar Galactica channel. And so he's going over the helmets last night. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
$700 for a Cylon helmet that isn't even chrome plated because they gave the Hasbro excuse of electroplating is very hard and
I don't fall for it. It's like the new one now.
But it's got a remote control that you can make the eyes. Like even if I had a son and he loved Battlestar,
you ain't gonna do it, are you?
$700 for a Cylon helmet just to put on the shelf in his room.
Well, it's like say for example, you sat there with your kid and you're watching the new Tron movie, right? Oh, Dad, that's all great. Well, you do know that Hasbro $264 for 3 feet coverage. You know what I mean? It's like this is what I mean. It's got crazy, hasn't it?
It's crazy, really.
Yeah. See the new multi figs in store was awesome. I was controlled. However, Andrew. Absolutely.
You need to have an intervention.
Hope you all. May the 4th be with you, Win. May the 4th be with you. Wizzy says, well, there is a kids line, Heroes lines, TV. Yeah, but why are they putting them down the kids out? Because what kid's going to go, right? So the mum's going to pick up a black series of TVC in the 5 POA. You can have that one. The kid's going to go, what? When he sees, 3 Darth Vaders in a row once. Yeah, I want the cool one. No kid's going to fall for that. Are they? What kid's going to go, thank you, mummy? None of it.
Usually you just see him pitching a fit.
The stuff Hasbro makes is most of us pick up. It's not aimed at kids, but for that sort of money, kids will spend it on video games and skins. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. I do agree with that. That goes back to the start when we were saying, wasn't it? That's why I'm starting to get more vintage because the prices were modern. It's more or less the same. You know, when it was you, Pete, that said it to me because I bought that Thunderhawk, you know, the new Loyal Subjects thing. And then the Rhino in Hero Source, he's got it a little bit cheaper. He's got it at 125, right? I'm looking at, but then you turn around to me and said, we can get a box one for about 130, Shabby. Like a vintage one.
And so that may be easily for 120.
Well, that's why I held back buying it, because I thought when I go to Joe Fest, I'm going to see if I can find a boxed mask vintage one and buy that. Simply for that, that's where my nostalgia is, and the fact if we're only talking $5 difference, what the France? Do you know what I mean? I'm going
that we, at least most of us, we don't collect to be like, oh my god, this is going to be worth.
No, I never have. So,
but if you do decide to part with things, it's those vintage things that still hold the majority of their value or increase typically. Versus, hello, Motu Origins that I sold off for, you know, like $1 a figure. And you're like, cool. I mean, because everybody's like, no, you know.
It's weird, isn't it? It's just weird how things go around.
It's like, hey, buddy, you want to buy a Joe Classified? No. Come on, it's only $3.
It's the legalese in the big stores like Walmart. The age of the card say 4+. They should say 14 and up, but when they might not be able to sell it in the kids sections, I think that's part of it. Yeah, maybe. And also with you, my friend. Right, well, we're here to show top fives. And this time it's changed. Season 3 is any top 5. The reason for that, because think about it, I'm full of shit. Who's got a top 5 in their collection? Nobody's got the top 5. You two go out every week.
I know. I was like, the top 5 cool things that I've brought into the house in the last month. That's my
this morning. Do you know what I mean? So it's any top 5. So, and as you see, I mean, I'm fully booked over the 10 weeks, and people will come on and show different things, as you know what I mean, what they have. So we'll start off with your honorable mention. Scuba Pete, what is your honorable mention?
My honorable mention is a 12-inch Kenner Stormtrooper with rifle. And he has a little bit of kind of Mego melt on his hip.
That's war-torn damage, Scuba.
That's right, yeah.
That's film accurate.
The film accurate, Scoops.
Yeah.
That's because he's nice and minty white.
He is minty white.
And other than the Kani, I was like, I'm in. So that's my honorable mention.
Did you have them as a kid?
No, I don't even remember them like coming out. Like it was all about the 3 3/4.
And did they do them all? Do you only do a few of those 12? Because I've got the R2, because my mum found me the R2. And I remember it's got the data things in the back on it, and so you can open that and so on. And there was the 3PO, and there was that.
Yeah, and Han, Luke, Leia, Stormtrooper, IG-88, which is very expensive.
The Boba Fett. They did the
Boba Fett, which is bonkers. Yeah.
Did they do Obi-Wan as well?
Yes.
Yeah, Obi-Wan and
Obi-Wan.
Sorry.
Luke is a Luke, Leia. Can't remember who else.
Yeah, that core.
No. It wasn't like the 96, was it? They only brought out a couple of them and so forth. Yeah. Why is that? I wonder if they did well or not back then.
I think for playability, the whole, cool world building, like we were all, in on the small figures.
Yeah. So what made you buy that then if you didn't have it as a kid? See, the whole half an hour, might as well start again. Do you know what I mean?
Cancel Series 3, cancel it.
I have the R2. I have a C-3PO, although I would probably upgrade him in a heartbeat because the chrome's not as great. Right. I have upgraded my R2 3 times over to better dome chrome. I have a Luke, but he doesn't have his lightsaber or the grappling hook.
Yeah.
And I love Stormtroopers, so yeah. The price was right. He was like $40.
Is that good? Because I've never bought one of them. So
usually they're a lot more yellow, and like all the weld joints, are kind of oozing yellow color.
Right.
Yeah. Or missing the weapon, and I was like, that's an easy one.
So how much did you pay for? If it's around $40, around $40.
Yeah, it was 40. It was
No,
down
that's
at the
not
toy
bad.
mall. Yeah,
No,
one of those
that's
where you
not
you
bad.
pop in, you're like, I'm having that.
Oh, they did a Jawa too, apparently, says Coxie. So they
Oh
also
yes,
did a
I forgot
Jawa.
about
Oh
the
yeah, the
Jawa.
Jawa.
You
Yeah,
always
the
see him
Jawa's
without
cool.
the robe. He's just naked.
I had a Stormtrooper 12-inch still on the prowl for one in the collection, so he's still looking for one. Coxie says they thought like Action Man they would work, but they switched to 3 3/4 inches. They wanted to fit the figures in the shops. Oh, so which
you
came
also
first then?
You had the tall, like
They
were
came first, the tall ones.
the tall ones, the puzzles, the game.
I never
It
knew
was
that.
all about. Well, we don't have the figures till next year. You've bought your mail away.
Well, that's surprising. I never knew that. I never knew that the 12-inch came before the 3 3/4 inch.
You also
Wow.
had the oil embargo.
The oil embargo.
Yes.
What's that? The oil embargo.
That's where oil prices, much like right now, went through the roof. And so manufacturers who were using plastic were like, wait a minute. What if we scale down?
Yeah.
We can make those for cheaper.
I never knew that either. The problem with Star Wars 12-inch figures, the problem, Pete, with them was their bodies lacked articulation, especially human figures. They were like the Ken bodies. But I think everything was that sort of articulation. Barbie was to G. No, there's only G.I. Joe, wasn't it? That was the
$6 million man.
$6 million man. Yeah. In the 90s, they released about 70 of the 12-inch figures, and I had most of them, but now down to 10. Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, Power of the Force 2. I think it was. Yeah, I've got a Hoth Han that I kept out of all of mine.
Yeah, he came with a Tauntaun, didn't he? The Hoth Han. It was in a bigger box, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Analog Toys recently made a good video on the 12-inch Star Wars figures.
He did. Yeah.
I got a 12-inch Pad-1 Obi-Wan from my daughter. Look at that. Ooh. Nice one. Kieran, yeah, we needed a 12-inch to accompany my youngest brother's Barbie doll. what to the prom, stuff like that. I'd love to win a lottery jackpot so I can start collecting some Star Wars figures. Well, I think you can find them everywhere, I suppose, can't you? Right, there was Pete's. What's your honourable mention, David?
Well, I need to explain a little bit because I have a theme for my top 5, and I'm just going to. I've written it down because it's quite a long title for this theme. It is my top 5 toy vehicles from the US TV shows that took over our UK Saturday nights back in the 80s.
What? Imagine that on a t-shirt.
I'm all for snappy titles. No, this might be a first because my honourable mention I don't actually have. So I'm going to show you pictures.
What? Are you feeling all right, Dave?
Yeah. So I'm going to try and use some technology here.
Camilla, can we have a health and safety check on Dave?
Okay.
Hurdle Airwolf.
I've taken over Shabby's stream here.
Nice.
Awesome. So these are honourable mentions that are not in my collection, but I would love to get from the collection based on my top 5 toy vehicles from the US TV shows that took over the UK Saturday nights back in the 80s. So number 1, of course, is Airwolf. They only did this die-cast Airwolf, large Airwolf at least anyway. I would love to grab one of those, but unfortunately never found one for a decent price.
How big is that, David, that Airwolf?
It's like 12
yeah,
inch, isn't it?
Probably about 12-inch long, yeah, maybe a bit longer actually. Yeah.
Oh my
the
God,
Fall Guy.
the Fall Guy truck.
The Fall Guy, yes. I would love to find one of these. But I don't have one of those in the collection. So unfortunately, I can't show you one of those, but I would love to have one of those. That's why it's in the honorable mentions list. Then Mego created for one of the most amazing shows back in the 80s when we were kids.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
The Dukes of Hazzard. So the General Lee, loved to pick one of those up. But they didn't just do the General Lee. They also had
Daisy's Jeep.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, and I think they also had a police car as well, and a few other vehicles. So that's something that these are things that are on my list. So
Dave, we can make the General Lee and Daisy's Jeep happen. That's relatively easy here.
And then this last one in my honorable mentions is a grail of mine because it's incredibly hard to get hold of, but you have to have it in the collection. Magnum PI.
Wow.
LJN did this originally back in the day, and it probably wasn't around for very long, which is why it's incredibly hard to get hold of these days. And of course, it's the Ferrari, and you have the black roof, which comes off. So often they're missing. and of course you have the figure that goes with it as well.
Yeah.
So those are my honorable mentions, which I don't have to show, but would love to have in the collection.
How do you have the same thing for toys? I mean, for cars, like I do, because growing up in the north of England, you're watching things like TJ Hooker's police cars, and you know what I mean, and bats of everything.
Starsky and Hutch.
And these were like spaceships to me. These were, my dad had a Ford Capri, which like one of the professionals had. I thought that's pretty cool. But apart from that, what do we have on our roads? Ford Focus, Escort.
I was thinking about this, right? Because back in we all did this. I'm sure we all had the same sort of growing up experience. On a Saturday night, Thanks, Luke. On a Saturday night or evening, you tune into ITV, because there was always ITV where they'd show the US shows. And as somebody growing up in the UK, as a young kid in the UK, especially if you're a boy, you would look forward to those shows, because they were your kind of insight into what was going on in the great America, right? Everything was big over there, right? The cars were big, the food was big. You'd have, we always imagined that you ate 10 stacked pancakes for breakfast and
burgers the size of a house.
Yes.
International House of Pancakes.
Yeah, and we go and watch, and we go and tune into these shows for all the action, the explosions. The American actresses and stuff like that, and the vehicles. Right, the vehicles are never quite the same in the UK. We had the Austin Allegro, right, and the. No, I mean we did have some good cop shows in the UK, but there was just something special about growing up in that time and wanting to. Or I wanted to visit America as soon as I could, just based on those.
It's just strange, isn't it? Because it's like, say, you saw the size of the houses, the thing. It's like a different world to us, like.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the way, it's like the 18, that even the start, the Jeep, I remember the mud coming off the Jeep, and TJ Hooker sliding across the ice with his blood. You know what I mean? It's just little things like that never leave you, because where we're from, you're like, because these cars, Pete, you never saw them on the road in England. You know what I mean?
Right.
You saw Facey's Corvette from the A-Team, and you're like, oh my life, that's the coolest thing.
Back in the 80s, we would have custom auto shows. Did you ever have those in England? Like, where these cars would visit? Like,
not in England.
It
got big in the 2000s. Didn't it?
This was like 80s, and it was Carl Casper's custom auto show.
Yeah,
and it would come around every year. And they always had like the same music on the radio, this weekend, Carl Casper's Custom Auto Show. Come see the A-Team van. Meet Catherine Bach. See the Dukes
You got the
of
best
Hazzard.
radio voice ever. Brilliant. No,
I mean, because they would have like Knight Rider. And they would have all these cars.
Yeah.
We never went to it.
And you had monster trucks. I mean, everything was big.
Oh,
You had monster trucks in the US. I mean, come on.
Gravedigger, Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Shabby needs to steal that gimmick. Top 5 in your collection, but don't have. My number 5, Naomi Campbell.
Naomi Campbell.
It's a top 5 I'd love to have. But that's the thing about your difference. You're saying that about your radio. Welcome to KB 105 Chicago. And ours would be, well, it's 11 o'clock. Make sure you turn the lights off. Make sure the back door is closed, and we'll see you in the morning. It's a different world altogether. Do you know what I mean? Rudy's here. What a title. Let's see how long VTR keeps wanting to say. Hey, Nicky, good old Retro Bunkers here. How are you, pal? Nice to see you. JC says, I saw that AMT Earth Airwolf model kit. Is it a model kit or is it an actual?
No, that's not a model kit. It's a
die
proper die.
How big was it, David? You can't work out. Is it a big one?
Probably about that long. Yeah, I think there is a model kit though. There's a few Airwolf items.
Yeah.
There's some smaller ones as well. Yeah.
Wow. Did you ever have that Airwolf Ertl thing, Pete?
No. And when I first, this will probably make Dave cry. When we first started going to the toy mall, back in like 2019-ish, there was a Ertl Fall Guy truck for $100 with Cold Fevers. And I was like,
I know. Keep on collecting on Saturday. Matt showed
there for like a year. It didn't sell quickly.
Matt showed a four-guy truck. It was immaculate. A four-guy truck. Is that the one that you've just shown there?
I think that's the one that Matt's got. Yep.
Wow, beautiful. I had the wrench on the front of it. Yeah, because I remember there's a guy around the corner selling the small one, and he wants $40.
Yeah, you can get the
small one,
little die-cast tiny ones, Hot Wheel size-ish.
So this is Dave's fantasy.
Wait, I think we're on to something new. Shabby, you could be like Ricardo Montalban.
I've never tried jumping in my car like the Dukes. I won't fit. Yeah. I got halfway and then I'd have to from the firehouse. Shabby stuck again. Do you know what I mean? Dave, do you have a small assistant wearing a white suit working for you on these fantasy wish lists?
See, there we go.
Delete, boss. Delete.
I love the Dukes of Hazzard, but didn't emulate them by Shaggy Mike.
Oh, I tell you, cut off jeans. They've never been the same.
Didn't we all try sliding across the bonnet of our cars and get stuck halfway across? Yeah, all of us. It's little things like He-Man, the punching He-Man. You turn into your little brother, bang. You know what I mean? What about Dempsey? Well, the reason I know about them all, Luke, is because of VTR. I never even knew they made any dents in Makepeace stuff, but that was cool. That cabaret, I suppose.
That's on my list, Luke. But unfortunately, it doesn't. It's not the US, not a US TV show. So,
what about Vaughn cars? Did you guys have like traveling displays for that kind of stuff since they were shot over there?
Oh, I don't remember it back. The kind of car shows that we had back in the day were sort of classic car shows. So it would be, your typical old guys, British old guys.
Yeah, the Cosworth and Morgans. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Minis.
Yeah, cars I can't fit in. I'd like to get stuck. I'd get stuck trying to get my leg up chaos. You can imagine at our age trying to do that. That'd be brilliant. We had the milk float that stopped outside Arkwright's shop, and Scotty's Maxwell buying it. Yeah, that makes good sense. Yeah, can you imagine, Pete, if you were to England, so all our cars where we would keep you like. Well. The Dukes of Hazzard General Lee remote control car when that came out. Awesome. Toy Slice, hello there. Hello, Toy Slice. Nice to see you, pal. Let's have a look. Let's get down here a bit. I have the Ertl Joyride Back to the Future DeLorean and Knight Rider. Nice. That's cool.
Nice.
No, I was just talking about cool dark.
Oh yeah.
But whatever.
Whatever.
Hi, Biker. Nice to see you, buddy. Wow, up to 50 already. This is awesome. Hi, BOE. Nice to see you. Out of all those cars, David, if you only had to choose one, right? So Scuba Pete, we put them all in front of you right there, right? And he said, you can have one, Dave. Don't take the piss. You can have one. Which one are you picking?
Right. It's clear for me. Magnum PI.
The Magnum PI one.
If I had it, I wouldn't even tell you I have it. No, I'm kidding. I've never seen that car ever.
Oh brilliant! The Magnum PI. Which one would I have?
I saw. There was a. Do you know Reese?
Reese. I know him. Yeah. Lovely fella.
He was hunting around one of his local fairs, and he picked up a Magnum PI LGM one. It's like, oh,
wow.
You just don't see them here in the UK. Never see them.
Right, yeah. I suppose you're right. Everything you've just shown with it being American TV shows, they're probably rare as ends. Because I'd probably go for that Daisy Duke Jeep. That looked.
You can find these cool. Loose with like a decent sticker.
Yeah.
Also the General Lee, but in package like that, rarely.
No. So any of them cars did you have, Scoops? Any of them when you were a kid growing up?
Nope.
Wow. So they are rare.
All those shows.
And how much are they? Are they expensive? I bet the price is anything, aren't they? Then.
Oh, that I wouldn't even. Oh my gosh, a boxed Ferrari. Hey, Les, we're not going to pay the house payment this week.
Do you remember we're going to do the roof? Well, happy May the 4th. Jim Swearigan's autograph today in Blackburn. Super chuffed, really nice guy.
He's way cool.
Nice one, Biker. The 18 van for me is the most iconic US 80s vehicle. Just had the soundtrack. It couldn't be beaten. I was trying to find the 18 stuff last year at Joe Fest. I wanted to get the van and I saw the 4-pack, the big 4-pack with all the accessories and so forth. And I should have got it. And then I think for the 4-pack, he wanted like $250, $300 for it, which I thought was all right. But, you know, I went back and it had gone. So, and that was the same about your Roger Moore. Went to LaCroix Toys, me and G-Force, right at the end. Right, we'll go. I'll get one for Dave. He went sold out. I couldn't believe it. All of them were gone.
Every year, LaCroix just
I'll work
kills
that
it.
for this year.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna walk in and just go straight to his table.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I just thought, how has he done that? Do you know what I mean? But next Friday, probably the Friday night that we do it this time.
His Magnum PI that he did, so good,
really good. He did Axel Foley as well, didn't he? He did. I know he's done. Was it him who did the Jack Burton too from Big Trouble in Little China? Was that somebody else?
I believe he has done that.
Wow.
There was one of the other ones did a version of it.
Yeah.
Where it was like build your own figures, but they also had Jack Burton, and you could get like the little slide decal to put on.
I think G-Force bought it, didn't G-Force buy the Jack Burton? I'm sure he did. I don't know. Anyway, here's number 5. I was in an elevator, I'll choose all the music. Right, Scuba Pete, what's your number 5?
So my title, I mean, it's kind of as long. My top 5 is Dave's. Top 5 cool things that I've brought into the house this month. So in that vein, and you know I'm in full Tiki Bar mode with the 2.0 expansion. And every good Tiki Bar has a backstory to it. And so the backstory to our bar is that a World War II UDT diver who, was briefly in Hawaii and then deployed in the Pacific, came back to Hawaii to teach.
Right.
For the underwater demolitions that basically became the Navy SEALs. But they trained in Hawaii for a long time. I got this vintage regulator from the 50s.
That is cool, man. That'll make it great. You're going to hang it or something on the wall.
Yeah, I'm going to have it just kind of like dangling like that. So I have different things to kind of sell it. But yeah, it's so cool. There you go. You can see the old. So this was
Scuba.
Yeah. So this was made by Healthways. This was sold in the Sears catalog. So back in the day, you could buy this for a reasonable amount of money. So this was very common for people to pick up because Jacques Cousteau had just pioneered scuba. And he had a deal with U.S. divers, which their rigs are a lot more expensive to buy. And look, I'm just looking for something cool to hang in the Tiki Bar. And this definitely fits.
Actually, yeah, it does. But, see, I would never think of that.
You know.
What does Scuba Pete look like at work? There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
He looks just like that.
It's badass.
Hiya, Dave. Hiya, Des. Evening, boys and girls. Good evening, Des. Nice to see you. So, are you going to look for more scuba stuff? Because I know you found that you've got that really cool vintage helmet.
Oh, yeah, the helmet. I've got some swim fins that they would have used during World War II.
Yeah.
They're a very specific shape, and so I got the fins that company continued to make them.
I'd love to go to this bar, wouldn't you, Dave?
I got a modern pair of what they wore as basically dive trunks.
Yeah.
Just can you get one of those big the diving helmets?
He's got one.
I've got one of the one of the big.
Yeah. He wants
a actual helmet, it's a facsimile, but
yeah. Do you remember the Scuba Tiki bit you did when he's got on?
It's so hot inside.
It was brilliant.
So you're quite close then to having the full Action Man diving outfit.
Yeah, I even this morning I sent a counter offer for the shoes that they wore. They were called Coral Creepers. So they were like a pair of canvas high tops, canvas trainers with a very thick rubberized sole. And this particular set on eBay was falling apart, and I'm like, perfect. I don't want them in good shape. So again, it's just something to tie a knot and hang on a thing,
Is it pricey to go for that sort of old scuba gear?
It depends on condition.
Right, so it's same as everything else, basically. Yeah.
So like the shoes, there's a pair on there for like $125 plus shipping, and then this guy, he's like, the one right shoe, the eyelets are blown out, and the rubber's starting to. I'm like, perfect, that's what I want. I'm like, how about $40? And he's like, done.
Do you know what? I suppose in your sort of collection room, though, your tiki bar, the older looking the better. So it's a win-win when
you don't want like if something's brand new and just perfect, you're like,
that's why we went wrong, Dave. We should have gone into the tiki business. Do you know what I mean? Made a fortune. Do you know what I mean? Instead of all that Minton card, it's knackered. I'll take it. Wow, Scuba, that is nice. Old UDT kit. Old UDT. That's hard to say.
Underwater demolition team.
Can you imagine the lips that have been wrapped around that? Are you still talking about the device? Or, do you know what I mean? Scuba, that is cool. JT says Jacques Cousteau. I think his brother was a police inspector. Here's someone I want to see him in the diver swimsuit he bought for display. Tell us about that, Scuba. Yeah,
because it's it's not like I would have worn it, but it is like a size like 32 trunks or something. So they're like, on me, they're like this.
Nice.
I still would have tried.
I am trying to find a vintage 50s Hawaiian swimsuit. Suit. They are. You want to talk about price? That makes dive gear look cheap. Vintage swimsuits from the 50s and 60s. You're looking at $200-$300.
Cheap is really.
I'm like, I don't like it that much. I'm literally hang it up on a peg,
Hi, Stu. Stu's just turned up. Evening, gentlemen, and a big hello to the chat. Hello. Nice to see. Wow, it is absolutely heaving in here. Up to 50. This is fantastic. Stu, everyone's saying hello to Stu. Desi's saying hello to him. Right, perfect. VTR, what's your number 5?
Well, I've got some notes here, so I just refer to my piece of paper.
What was your category again?
Oh, the category. Yeah, I've got that here. My top 5 vehicles from the US TV shows that took over our UK Saturday nights back in the 80s. In at number 5, this show ran from 1977 to 1983. 2 motorcycle cops. Does that give it away? Patrolling the California highway. Eric Estrada, charming, reckless, Punch,
7 Mary 3.
Yeah, as the straight-laced partner, John Baker. 6 series in total. Wall-to-wall chasing. We loved all of that, didn't we? And more slow-motion crashes than you can shake a helmet at. Now, a little interesting tidbit here. Eric Estrada, before the show, had never ridden a motorcycle.
I didn't know that. Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Apparently so. So he went on a crash course. But actually, he did seriously injure himself in an accident during filming.
Oh,
what did he do? He broke both his wrists, and he had a pretty serious accident. Yeah.
Jeez.
But anyway, back in the day, Mego got in on chips, and they produced 2 scales of figure. They produced the 6-inch figure.
Wow.
This is John. Yeah, this is John. And these are really cool. So they've got the helmet, they've got the sunglasses, they even have a little watch on there. They've got the gun, they've got the
baton.
Yeah. These are really cool, really nicely detailed. Now, there is a link between chips and the Fonz, believe it or not.
There is?
What?
Yes, there is.
Do tell.
Well, Mego produced a motorbike for the Fonz.
Good job, Chevy.
They reused it for chips, and here it is.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
So they basically put different stickers on there, chip stickers, and they and now you have Ponch now riding the chip motorbike.
So after Fonzie jumped the shark.
Yep.
Look at the chrome on that oil tank, though. He's brilliant, isn't he? Look at that.
Cool, isn't it? This is
That's
awesome.
so
Yeah,
cool.
I love this. Now, Mego didn't just stick at the 6-inch.
I love this.
They shrunk down like everybody else to 3 3/4. And this, we were talking earlier about having UK cards.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is a UK version of the 3 3/4 chips. It's ideal. I think you might be able to see it just on the bottom there somewhere. It's ideal. And this is unusual because unlike the US ones, it has both a bike and a figure on the same card. So this is awesome. I love this. And you can collect John, Sarge, and Ponch. Collect them all from Ideal.
Ideal, they were more or less for board games, weren't they? Ideal.
Yeah. Ideal did all sorts of stuff. Yeah. So there you go. The motorbike. I've got some notes here. The motorbike.
Look at that. This also is in Dave's collection. It just lives in America.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
awesome.
I've only had it for a year now.
That's
you can see the dip. So it was Mego.
Oh yeah, the Mego
figure, and then on the back you actually had their pictures.
Yeah, they splashed out in the States. They put the picture on it.
You got the pictures. Yeah, we didn't get the pictures.
That's awesome. God, you're so professional tonight, boys. You're so professional.
Yeah, right. The bike is they use Kawasaki's. Now, I know nothing about motorcycling, by the way. I did try and learn to ride a motorbike, and I did learn how to ride a motorbike, but then I chickened out when I went for the test and like, nah, I'm not doing it. So yeah,
no, I'm not getting on that.
No,
we've waited half an hour. No, I'm not doing it. Hi, Brian.
They were Kawasaki's, and they were converted. So they added they modified the windscreens, they added saddlebags, all the extra goodies that you got on the TV show.
Yeah.
But they did ride. Apparently, they did ride Kawasaki's in real life, so it's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Awesome. I wonder if they did the bikes up, or they actually look like that in America. I always thought that. Do you know what I mean? Was that the standard American bike that was in chips? Because they look super cool, didn't they? Do you know what I mean?
It's definitely one of them, and to see the plethora of motorcycles that are out there. Oh yeah, that's.
Can you imagine?
Saddlebags and fancy windshield. I mean, even today, you've got like the Honda ones that people take with they've got built-in headsets. They're listening to music, and they're driving, from states away to go on vacation or do a motorcycle run. I mean, it's
awesome.
And we do have. Do you have them in the UK? Motorcycle police?
Yeah, we have them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dave's been pulled over many a time. So
like we still have them.
They're not as cool. For one, they don't wear sunglasses like they did in chips.
Oh, ours do, and they'll walk out into traffic and do the like that, and you're like, "Oh man, I'm glad that's not me."
It makes sense. Imagine sunglasses. Hello, what's going on here? All right. Fun fact: actor Robert Pine, who played Sergeant Joseph Gretaya, is Chris Star Trek Pine's dad in real life. I never knew that.
Interesting.
I had Playmobil motorbikes and would pretend they were chips as a kid, says Darren.
Cool.
Yeah, that was a good point. Yeah. Hard to be an actor who played Sarge is the dad of Chris Pine. Brilliant.
Confirmation.
I have a full Chips Motor officer's uniform.
What?
Wow. That's cool.
Wow.
Are they for special evenings, Keith? Hi, Delvian. Nice to see you, pal. Motorcycle was my first. I've never been on one.
Really?
Never. A moped. I did mopeds, but I've never been on a motorbike. No.
Yeah,
Can you imagine my big ass on one of them?
Wheelers.
I'd look like a right plum. Can you imagine? So waving. No chance. Let's have a look who else. Honda Gold Wings. They're the big ones, aren't they? They're the big ones.
For doing that touring. Yep.
Yeah. Let's have a look if anyone else is saying anything. Delvin Seek says, oddly, the two lead actors and Robert Pine were in the Herne Bay in Kent the other week for a Comic Con.
Oh,
that's right. They were. Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Robert Pine, who also played Magnum Senior, as in Tom Selleck's dad, was he? 3.75, also on my list. What did he make from Mego then? They made the two police officers, and then what else did he make?
The Sarge.
And I think there's a couple of bad guys, a couple of 3 3/4 bad guys.
So
3 3/4 inch. They made a few for 3 3/4 inch though, didn't they? It's funny that Mego only did a couple of them, didn't they? Like Dukes of Hazzard, that's not a big line for 3 3/4 inch, is it? It's only little. Because I remember seeing a couple of them. I used to have a motorbike, but one night someone nicked it. Just Jason.
Yeah.
Probably while you were out traveling. I love chips, but crinkle rather than chunky. You see what she did there?
Mothered in tomato ketchup.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely awesome. Well, I tell you what, you're showing some awesome stuff tonight, boys. Let's get to your number 4. Scuba Pete, what's your number 4?
Ooh,
So it's the Mork Egg Radio.
oh, what? Oh man!
And it does work. It actually still, somebody had a battery in it, and so I tried out, but it's only AM, so it was a whole lot of work. I gotta work. But yeah, look at it. Nanu.
That is awesome. What year is that? That must
This
be
is,
early
78.
70s, 80s. Wow.
78. Yeah.
Look at this. Excellent. What he
Excellent.
did there.
This is what I was talking about. Like, I would never go, oh, you know what? I'm really looking for a Mork radio. I hope I find it today. I walked in and I'm like, I gotta have it. I mean, it's got the instruction manual. I don't know why you need that for an AM radio. You just turn it on and spin the dial. But
Does it still work?
Yeah.
No way.
I took the battery out of it for storage because I was like,
Yeah.
the compartment's clean, and I'm like, that's just asking for trouble. But
That was another line you can rarely get anything of, isn't it? Mork and Mindy.
yeah, very, very few things.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
Mork, Mindy, and like kind of a 12-inch scale, and then you also had the 3 3/4
Yeah.
Mork and the Egg, which I would like to find. You know,
Are they? I've never seen that radio. Have you seen that radio before?
Not the radio, no.
No?
There is an egg, isn't there? I think there's an egg with the figure.
yeah, there's an egg with
a
the
figure. I
little-
think DTM's got that, hasn't he? DTM's got the
Yeah,
egg with the
DTM's
figure. I'm
yeah.
sure he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you know, lads, that Robert Pine is actually made from mahogany? Oh, brilliant. brilliant.
naughty.
Mork from Orc, says Mr. B. That's mad. I love it, Scooby. Yeah, was that pricey? Was it good price?
No, it was really, really cheap.
Yeah. Wow.
It doesn't have the lid to the box, but I was like, I don't care. That's the window's still there.
Yeah.
So,
It'll
you
look good on display, that though, I
yeah,
suppose.
it's just gonna end up sitting on the thing, like, hey.
Did you know G-Force had the suspenders back in the day?
Oh, nice.
Like that? I'm glad you wrote Morton Mindy, G-Force. Glad you just wrote.
I mean, let's
Michael
face it,
Dawn.
Mindy.
Michael Dawn Wolf was in the final season of two of Chips. Was he?
Oh.
Did he play the Klingon Worf? I've never watched Next
Yeah, he
Generation.
was
He
the
did.
Klingon on TNG.
Look at that, Matt. I did a custom squad 51 Playmobil with figures. They also have basic uniforms, badge, and a genuine 70s helmet. Right. So, are you going to look for more Mork and Mindy stuff?
Actually, I have the Talking Mork. I have boxed Mindy in the 12-inch scale. So yeah, I would like to find the egg.
Wow.
The 3 3/4-inch figure. I think that'd be cool.
Is that hard to find, or is it easy to find that? And
doesn't seem to be regularly available.
Right. Oh, okay.
Unlike mail away Emperor Palpatine. You can.
Yeah.
Everybody has that boxed.
Everyone's got that.
$40. Everybody's.
Yep. Right, Dave. What's your number 4?
Right. Let me just go to my notes again. Right. At number 4. This show ran from 1983 to 1987.
Right.
Let's see if you can guess which one this is. 4. Ex-Special Forces. Forces soldiers. On the run. Can you guess what it is yet?
Golden Girls.
Can you find them?
Helping the innocent. Building armored vehicles out of barn equipment. And somehow never killing anyone. So, of course, we've got Hannibal, we have Maradoc, we have Faceman, and of course Mr. T as B.A. Baracus. And the vehicle in that show was a 1983 GMC Vendura van. Nice big, what is it, 5 or 6 liter engine in their V8.
Oh yeah.
Who didn't like one of those?
The Waltons.
The
Waltons.
Now, Galoob, of course, did 18, right? They did both 6 inch and 3 1/4 inch.
Mm-hmm.
They only did the van for the.
I've been looking for that for ages.
Yeah. And here you can see the GMC. Now, actually, a little interesting fact here. In the show, the red GMC only appeared in the first few series, and then they got rid of it.
Huh.
Also, of course, there's a big misconception that the van is completely black in the show, but actually, this part here is probably a metallic grey, I would say. But a lot of the toys were just black all over. I think that I don't know if the Playmobil one dual colored.
Yeah, it's dual colored.
It is.
It's got the grey on top.
Yeah.
Cool.
But this is, I mean, for back in the day, this is a pretty cool representation.
That was one of my favorite toys as a kid. Everything was in that.
Does the roof come off and show you the radar range in the back?
Yeah. So I love all the lights and everything, all the lights, the headlamps, the lights at the top here.
That's
and
fantastic.
Of course, as you say, Scuba, the top comes off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of course it does. And then
the chair swivels as well, doesn't it? I'm sure the chair swivels.
Inside, well, I've got a load of 18 badges in the back.
That's cool.
Comes with 18
you
badges.
Forgot they were in there.
Who we got in there?
Brilliant.
Loads of badges. I forgot about these.
Oh, that's cool.
What was this one? There we go. I forgot I had all these badges. But talking of Mr. T, of course, Mr. T was the standout star, wasn't he?
And on a bigger badge.
Yeah, look at that.
I pity the fool, don't wear my badge.
I don't think these swivel. I don't remember them swiveling. Yeah, but anyway.
Or maybe I broke and it turned.
Yeah, it came with some accessories. So there's a stop sign, a fire hydrant, a detour. I've got those over there.
So cool. Such a great place at that.
But obviously the reason that the roof comes off is to fit your figures in there. So yeah. And Shabby, you mentioned this earlier, didn't you? So you could get your figures on a 4-pack.
Yeah, so that's the one I was looking for. The one I saw at Joe Fest was one with a dinghy and stuff like. It was like a bigger,
right.
The
combat HQ thing, whatever it's called. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So you got your soldiers of fortune there, and then.
Do you know? I don't really remember opening stuff as a kid, but I do remember opening that.
Guys as well,
Oh, 4-carded bad guys.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that they were only 5 points of articulation, yet the goodie? I wonder if it was just for budget that.
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
I mean, let's face it, they were always getting beat up anyway. So
yeah. I mean, they did. The Galoob really screwed up on that toy line really, because they had they had 3 scales, because they had the 12-inch as well, and for Mr. P. But they had the 6-inch. But of course, the 6-inch didn't have the vehicles really to go with them.
I preferred the 3/4 because it came with that jet and the trailer. That kind of.
If you're watching that show on a Saturday night. There you go. Yeah, that's what it was all about.
Oh yeah.
It was, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Even now, when you see a replica of that, you still go, "Wow!" You look how cool that is. Oh, brilliant! So, have you seen how good Dirk Benedict still looks? He's in his late 70s, but still looks 60. Yeah, he looks fantastic, doesn't he? I always see him with his smoking his cigar, isn't he?
I know. Yeah.
JT beamed in each week. That is absolutely awesome, Dave, says our Coxie. I can take the image of G-Force. It's the dancing you're doing that's disturbing. Suspenders, charming. I had that van, not the actual one, but one just like it. Yeah, I loved it. It was one of my favorite toys as a kid. Definitely one of my favorites. Loved it. Keith, is the Squad 51 on your Facebook page? I'll check it out. A-Team also on the list. It's not a long list. It's a long list. Sorry. The van came with BA. Is that right? Says JT. I can't remember that. It came with BA, did it?
There is, yes, that's true.
It did come with the.
A lot of the vehicles came with the figure.
Awesome.
I never liked how the 3.75 figures were never dressed in their TV. No, they came in those overalls, didn't they? Bless them.
Yeah.
Does Dirk Bennett dye his hair blue as well? I tell you what, I don't even know why I bothered with that one. Yeah. Did you like? You were a collector of the 18 when you were a kid, Stu? So was that like? Were you Joes in your Star Wars?
No, I never had any 18 figures in it. I think I was kid blind to it. Like we never missed the show. That was like must see TV. But as far as like grabbing the toy for it, it was
no.
It was
I loved it, but I didn't know about the jet,
Joe
and I didn't know about the. I remember that I had the trailer, the car with the trailer on the back of it.
Yeah.
That was one I had, and I never had the Corvette. Never had that. I had the van, but I never even knew about the jet till you showed it, Pete. Never even knew they made a jet.
Mm-hmm.
So what else did they make besides them four?
I think that was it out of the. What was the toy line?
There's a glider. There's a what do you call it? Gyrocopter, isn't there, for the larger figure?
That's right. There was. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What were we going to say, Pete?
I was trying to think the toy line that they stole most of that from for the A-Team, short of like the figures. There was, what was it? Patch, General Patch,
something like that. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they could have kept that going for years, couldn't they? That line, we all would have. You know what I mean? How long did it go for? Not long then, was it? Or did it? The toy line?
Oh no, it was
a couple of years.
How long it went for, actually? Yeah. I mean, the show went on for 4 years, but yeah, I don't know how long the toy line went on for.
You know the story about why
Huh?
No, go on, Pete. You go.
I was saying, we played in a huge neighborhood of kids. And none of my friends had it. Like, I didn't know any guy that had 18 figures.
Wow, I know. I loved. They were big.
Star Wars and G.I. Joe.
Yeah, and I think the majority of us British lads had them. I'm sure we did. The story about why the 18 van are not in the right uniform, right? I had it all as a kid for the 18. Right, so you wrote that, but you're not telling us why.
Those are based on figures from another line, so that's probably why they're just recolored.
Except season 5. How many seasons did it have? 18, 5 or 6. It ran for a while, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, hold on. And sold them at a boot fair in the 90s, right? So you got rid of them. I remember getting the 18 figures. I think Wimpy McDonald's Happy Meal did them as well. Did they?
Oh,
did they do them? Wow, I didn't know that. No. The 18 bad guys, generic 3.75 figures. Are they hard to get hold of, the bad guys?
No, they're readily available.
Are they?
I just always forget which one I need. I'm not like, Dave is so organized, he can pull on his phone and be like, no, I have him.
There you go.
Like,
that one vendor had the 18.
I don't know.
He had the 18 van, the jet, the helicopter, and the figure set with. That's what I saw. The figure set with the raft. Yeah, I can't remember going to get the gyrocopter from my local toy shop with my grandma for my birthday. You can remember. Cool. So there was a gyrocopter as well.
Yeah,
18 stuff was everywhere.
18. Yeah.
Right. So Ireland, they all had it too. Let's have a look. They also released an 18 armored car. Yeah, that's the one I remember. It came with that trailer, didn't it, on the back of it? That's the one. Yeah. We had the 18 figures as kids, no van or anything, though. What was it? Not available, or you just didn't have them in Australia? No bad guys. No, the bad guys are easy to get. I wouldn't know where to start with the bad guys.
They had the 18 figures, but they went in this big kangaroo, and you tucked them in the pouch.
That's racist. That's racist, Scuba Pete.
That's racist.
Anyway,
appropriation.
This was barred in Australia. Is number 3. Okay, Mr. Scuba Pete, what is number 3 in your collection?
Well, so this was an upgrade for me because I had it loose. See, I had to get the getaway car boxed. See,
super cool, super cool.
So yeah, Dick Tracy, and it's the bad guy, sedan. It's got shot up bullet holes. I'll flip it around here, but it's mint in box.
That box is mint. Playmates did him. I never knew that.
Yep. Yeah. So I was a couple Ohio shows ago. I ran in to this car loose, and I had the chance to buy this one boxed for an even better price. So yeah, I did a bit of an upgrade, sold the other one on.
Wow, that is
Hey,
amazing.
yeah, it's all about the deal.
Because they're pricey now. I remember watching Retro Bungers, and a guy had a couple of these boxes, and they were over £100 each. They were expensive.
This was actually still got from what the guy was selling. I picked this up for $45.
See, that's a lot cooler than that Dick Tracy grooming set I got. That was, do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's just cool.
awesome.
Now I need to get, start grabbing some of the figures off that,
Yeah.
which they're not hard to come by.
They're not, yeah, they're pretty.
Kind of one of those
straightforward,
like lines that you want, but I just keep it on the back burner. Like, oh yeah.
G Malago says, rumor has it, Scuba Pete loves it when the plan comes together. Oh, and happy birthday, by the way, Tez. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Tez.
His birthday yesterday. He was 26
plus
plus VAT. Shabby and I saw the trailer for the A-Team armored vehicle in a thrift store. Yeah, that was cool. You have to get it together, though, don't you? The trailer and the thing. I'm sure you do. Let's have a look. Dick Tracy, did you get into that VTR?
No, do you know what? I had never watched the film until earlier this year, because of Nikki from Retro Bunga. I thought, well, I should watch it. So I watched it on the plane, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty decent movie, actually.
It's a great film. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
So
the merchandise was massive for it back then. I remember, wasn't it? Huge.
Oh yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
Maybe one day I'll get some Dick Tracy stuff, but of course the infamous figure from the line is the blank.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Madonna in it underneath.
Yeah.
Great Ohio Show. Last fall there were 2 blanks.
And how much were they selling them for?
One was loose, and I think it was 3,000, and one was mint on card, and it was 5.
Can I see if you both agree with this? I've noticed that watching everybody go into these cons and conventions, every time you do see Dick Tracy, you rarely see it loose. You always see it on a card. So that must be mass produced for fun. Because, usually with Star Wars, you see a box full of loose ones or Joes. But every time it comes to Dick Tracy, I always notice it's still on card. Have you noticed that? Or do you see, no, the loose is just as popular?
So over here, at least, I think the movie was... See here. The movie did well, but I think the toys were kind of less than desirable, because if you do look at the figures, they're not, not a lot of playability there.
No. They're like the Police Academy Turtles back then, weren't they? If it's done by Playmate. Well, Police Academy was Kenner though, wasn't it?
No, it was Playmates.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of those languished on pegs, which is why so many of them are on card. And because you can buy, go on eBay and just plug in Dick Tracy carded, mint on card or whatever, and it's like, and they're all like $10 with $5 shipping.
Yeah, it's not a pricey line, is it? It's not, except for that one, except for that blank. Yeah. Dick Tracy's grooming just doesn't sound right, Shabby. Well. Fun fact, we won't get another Dick Tracy film until the death of Warren Beatty. Why does he own the rights or something?
Yes, he does.
I never knew that. Did they ever make Dick Tracy 2 Way Wrist Radio in toy form? Ooh. I'm sure they did the wrist radio. I'm sure they did. Yeah, they must have done that.
I mean, in the era of walkie-talkies.
Yeah. Yeah, Dick Tracy, it's a cool line, especially if you've got like a colourful toy collection, because they're great little figures, aren't they? But and like what you just said, I agree with you. I've never seen one past $30. They're always like, there was a guy selling the whole set around the corner for 120, and they were all carded. And I was thinking about it, and I thought, going back to what I was saying at the start, do I really want to start something else? But I had to get that grooming kit. I don't know what it was, $15. I thought, I'm going to get it. Imagine what that aftershave smells like now.
Is that why? Did you use that when you were doing the hair?
I was going to, but he put me off after my hair came out blue, Right, what's your number 3, VTR?
Okay, continuing on with the vehicles from US shows. This series ran from 82 to 86. Now, see if you can guess what show this is.
Right.
David Hasselhoff. Have you got it yet?
Baywatch.
Is Michael Knight a lone crusader fighting crime with the help of Kit? Knight Industries 2000, a talking, indestructible, turbo boosting supercar. Have you got it? Now, the real vehicle, you should know this one, Shabby.
Yeah.
1982 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am.
Beautiful, wasn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful car.
Yeah. There's a guy around the corner from me restoring a red one. It's like a burgundy red. It's beautiful. It's really nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Kenner, of course, jumped on this one.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get this figure. It was one of the first things I wanted to get in my collection. Was a Hoff. I mean, you have to have a Hoff in your collection, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
he's in great shape too.
Yeah.
So
it looks like Saturday night in the Con Club, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
He's fresh back from his German tour.
I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with a Hoff, can you?
No, no chance.
Now, Kenner did a carded version. So when you bought the vehicle, you got the Hoff with it, but you could buy an independent Hoff on card, which I have not yet managed to be able to find. However, I did find fairly recently, I think it was at Sandown, the Japanese release of the Hoff.
Oh, that's awesome!
Only VTR. Brilliant.
So it's brilliant. Michael Knight on there, and then you got pictures from the show as well with the Japanese text. I mean, that's right up my street. That's right up my street. Yeah.
That, like you said, the hard to find, the weird, the bizarre.
Weird,
Oh, that fits the bill.
But you can't have Michael without the vehicle from the show, can you?
Right.
And so I think they did a pretty decent job of this from back in the day. This was called the Night 2000 voice car from Kenner. It has, of course, the red scanner at the front, which I believe is the same scanner that was, very heavily influenced or even just taken from, we talked about it earlier, Battlestar Galactica, the Cylons. I think the audio is the same as well. Unfortunately, Kenner never made this alive. They should have done. It would have been awesome if that light went.
Do you know, I've never had that. I never had that as a kid.
Yeah.
I always find it like rusted out, beater, missing a wheel.
The doors do open, so it is possible to fit the Hoff inside, and it does have actually a pretty decent.
Look at that interior.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah. But the coolest thing. Now I can't remember the guy who did the voice for Kit in the show. I can't remember the guy's name. But this is the Night 2000 voice car. Now I don't know if it's going to work because I haven't done this for a little while. But on the back you've got your Night number plate, and if you press it down, let's see if it works. It's a bit slow at the moment. Someone's warming up. It's a bit slow at the moment. I think he does about 5 or so phrases. Call me Kit. Who was the guy who was the voice? Because it's his actual voice. They use the same voice for the car.
It was the teacher from Boy Meets World, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was him, but I can't remember his name. But it was
he
just recently died. I'm sure he did. He died last year.
Oh, it's speeding up now. It's warming up.
Is that the one you restored on your video as well? That one?
Yeah, I did restore this one.
Yeah.
That
was a few years back, and I haven't kicked it in since then. So it's amazing. It runs good. There we go. It's sounding a bit more like him.
Did you have that, Pete, as a kid?
No, but that would have been awesome. I wanted that car. I mean, you saw him on the street.
I mean, come on. Who didn't like Knight Rider as a kid?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. There's no way no kid's gonna love that. Do you know what I mean? That's brilliant. But that wasn't a big line either, was it? You would have thought they'd make villains and this and that.
It's an odd line as well because there's a lot. There is a few things in there, but they're not really joined up. It's sort of you get this different play sets, and there is a truck that you can get, but it doesn't fit the car. You get a smaller Knight kit in there. But yeah, this is the main guy from the line really. So yeah,
it's super cool. I remember we saw a boxed one at Joe Fest. It went like 800 quid for it. I was like, wow.
was it 800?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. In a box though. I've never seen
It
the
was
box.
minty, but it was like, oh.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Tez says the Dick Tracy said Spectrum game. Shocker, eh, boys? Shocker. It's one of the worst games ever to be licensed, even worse than the Commodore 64 version, isn't it, Dave?
Of course it is.
John says, hard to believe that, Tez. Hard to believe. Oh, brilliant.
Oh, Blue Thunder, yes.
Before racism, speaking.
Now, he says Blue Thunder here. Do you know, I know nothing about that. So every time I've seen the helicopter, you lads, and you all, I know all the chat, go, whoa, the helicopter. I'm like, what?
Yeah, the Roy Scheider movie. That's what
I've never saw it.
Never
And then, did it turn into a TV show as well? Is that right?
Just
Just a film. Right. Oh, okay. Right. You need a half in your collection, yeah. Don't hassle a half, yeah. I've got the Japanese.
Oh, yes.
Did you have to get it from Japan?
No, that was it. I found it at Sandown. There's a great dealer called Steve Haynes. He often goes over to the US, the Great Ohio. He often goes to McLean County, and he brings back awesome stuff. And it's right up my street. And I saw a photo because he shows his pickups when he's out in the States. I saw a photo of it, and I thought, well, that's gonna be gone by the time he comes back. But no, I went up to his stall and it was there. So, and
was it pricey to get a Japanese one like that?
I mean, it's around £100, I think, for that one box, which is
that's actually shocked me that, because I would have thought it'd be a lot more, wouldn't you, Scuba, than that?
That's you know what? It's the kind of weird thing that you can find at Great Ohio, on a Friday night when people are setting up, and you're like, hey, how much for this? Japanese Michael Knight. And
I'd love to go.
Give me $40. It's here.
I get so jealous when you go to that one, the Great Ohio.
It is one of these days. I know we have Joe Fest coming up, but this would be awesome to have everybody coming over. Like we're doing for Joe Fest, but just for Great Ohio, because it's got room sales that start Thursday. So it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, room sales plus the shop, plus the event itself. I mean, it's
every time you go and I see your pictures and your little videos you make, I'm like, oh.
And I met Steve last fall. We didn't go to the Easter show. Yeah. And it was great. Him and his son. I was like, what's up?
Oh,
hey! So we talked toys for a brief minute, and then we were all back to the hunt.
Ramen Toy and Factory Entertainment are planning on releasing a new. I saw the video for it. Did you see the video for it that they've done?
No, I've not seen
it.
That.
The key fob is a car, and you want to see what this car does. What Ramen? So we'll probably see it at Joe Fest, Pete, because Ramen Toys have a thing there. So it'll be there. Wait till you see this thing. It is ridiculous how good it is.
He makes some cool stuff.
He really does. I have a jigsaw of the top pick in the back of that Japanese figure, Dave. Says TJC.
That's
and Jim says
there's a cheesy grin there from Michael Knight.
Yeah, look at that. Just says 80's done it. Look at that. Hello.
That's the panty drop grin.
Hasselhoff, chest hair, automotive hijinks, and crime fighting. Who could ask for
exactly,
more, right?
Exactly
Right.
Oh, such a good show.
One for the Bing win. The English remake, Keith Knight and his annoying talking Toby.
Cats in my pit.
I can imagine his wife sat next to him. You cheeky bastard. JT was that with
Turbo Boost.
William Daniels. That's who he's called. Says
William Daniels. Of course.
There you go. William Daniels. Sleep well tonight. Why?
They actually got William Daniels to do the recording for the toy. So I thought that was really awesome.
Yeah, that is cool because you don't really get that, do you? Really, that the actor's doing it all. Cheeky buggy, that Keith Knight is. I agree with that. Peter Cullen voice.
Yes, the evil kit.
Oh, he's still alive. Sorry, I've killed him.
He's 99.
Wow. Yeah, I've never seen that before at all. Wow. I think it was Keep On Collecting. No, he's kept a lookout. Brilliant. Rod Retro says, as a kid, remembering thinking it was cool, but quickly found itself at the bottom of the toy box, never really fitting any of my other toys. Yeah, because It's a
It is a
different.
weird-
It's not a 3/3/4 inch. The Hasselhoff,
No.
is it?
No, and it's not really 6. It's sort of 5-ish.
7
Yeah,
and...
Yeah.
Is it? Is it? It's smaller.
sort of about 5-inch, I would say. Yeah.
Wow.
Let me ask Camilla
Ramen,
how big it is.
Ramen officially licensed Knight Rider with a Super Pursuit mode. It also uses yeah. Wait, honestly, lads, wait till you see this thing. If you haven't seen, just next time you're on Instagram, just write in Ramen Knight Rider. It is unbelievable what they've done. Yeah. Keep sleeping in the playground.
Yeah, in the graveyard.
Would you agree with this, boys? It's one of the best TV tunes ever, says Daz.
Yes, Knight Rider's not bad. Airwolf, I would put above it.
Airwolf was a cool one. Yeah. Blue Thunder only lasted 7. That's probably why I've never. And no, I mean that toy looks cool though.
Wow. It's so that toy's super, super fragile. You just look at it and it's breaky, as Joe would say.
Did you have it as a kid? I don't remember it as a kid or anything.
But I've run across it a couple times, and you see it from afar, and you go up to that stall, and you're like, ooh, and then you're like, hey, how much is that? And they tell you the price, and then there's always this long pause before they tell you what's broken on it.
G4 says the Great Ohio is on the list. Fortune. What dates are Joe Fest? The 26th to the 28th. Why are you coming? Are you coming over?
June.
Brilliant. We'll see you then. Cat, I'll send him some topless Cliff Richard posters to keep him topless.
Send him the Cliff Richard calendar. I think 1986 is a vintage one.
What's number 2? Well, we're talking about Keith and his topless. Wasn't David Carvey in Blue Thunder?
Man, I don't remember.
What he was? Dana Carvey was in Blue Thunder. Wow. What was it about then? Was it like Airwolf?
Well, if you wait a little bit, there might be you never know.
Say that. Here's number 2.
I'm sorry. Look what Matt wrote. Blue Thunder's fragile, like the tracks of Eternia, eh, Scuba? Yeah.
Do you mean the shriek heard around the world, Matt? I think everybody watching that video went, yes, Rob. Dana Carvey was the co-pilot, right?
Wow.
Brilliant. Yeah, Carvey, really? Yeah. Number 2, I know.
All right.
Hold on. Bubba Smith and Dana Carvey in the TV show. Brilliant. Right, Scuba Pete, what's your number 2?
So we are sticking with the Mego. This is number 2. This is the Buck Rogers Command Center.
Wow.
And it is complete.
Wow.
It is breaky, blow mold. If you're so inclined, you could cut out the runway to land the Starfighter on, but thank God.
Right, is that on the front cover then? You cut out that and you put it on the floor?
Yeah. So, yeah,
It's
thankfully
massive.
nobody did. So, got the whole, I'll get out of the frame. It's just cool.
That is mega cool.
But it is. Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to open it. It's that very thin plastic, right? That you just look at it and it cracks. But I think this is 79, if memory serves. God, it's trying to come out the other side. Yeah.
That is awesome. I bet it's fragile. Starfighter Command Center. Oh, I see. So you buy the vehicle. Did you know about this, Dave?
I don't know if I have seen this one.
Yeah, this is very, very hard to find.
It's cool.
Yeah, look at that. All Lordy Scuba. Someone pick me up. I know, look at that. That is mega cool.
Where did you find that one then, Scuba?
Friend had it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, and you cut out the runway at the back, right, of the box.
You would, yeah. To have that.
The box that's not cut.
No, it's completely intact. But that was a good way to do it on the cheap. Like, hey, kids, just back in the day, we weren't saving boxes anyway.
Yeah, look at this. They're all going mental about this. This is very nice. Pick me up from the ground. That's impressive. Awesome. George says Michael French did a video on Buck Rogers toys. Was it a big line? But I've never had Buck Rogers. I had the corgi. Do you remember the corgi ship? Came in a couple of
with the
the wings that came out. Yeah, but other than that, no.
It's a pretty small line. It's not horrible to complete.
But it's
Starfighter, Draconian Fighter, the Princess Amidala, Tiger Man, Killer Kane. I'm trying to remember the guy with the yellow cape that was only in the first episode for like a hot nanosecond, but Mego still made a figure for him. Buck, Wilma, Tweaky, and then daggone it, the Doctor. Yeah.
But that playset, I've never ever seen.
That playset that's super hard to find.
Is it because it's really? I mean, it's the condition.
Yeah,
of it.
It's just it's so thin plastic. And you're right, Jonathan. There was a land ram type vehicle.
Wow! I love stuff like because it's stuff like what?
Dr. Hewer, thank you, Matt.
They had the Hatchet Fighter and a Starfighter, says George. Ian had a Buck Rogers helmet of it.
Get out of town. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
Draco, is that right?
Yep.
With the yellow thing.
Oh, yeah. Draco, the warrior. This is a little addendum.
Ooh.
So there's a 12-inch Buck. And he does not have the graying.
Wow. That's unusual. Nice.
Which I found quite interesting. And we were thinking, like, is it because the box top, he was never like sealed in there? I don't know. But yeah, still flesh colored.
Oh, I remember because of VTR's loot. I mean, Moonraker, it went grey, didn't it?
Yep. They all go that grey. Mego grey.
Did I ever go back to being grey after you restored it? Or?
It's slowly, but it's still pink even now after what was that, 3 or 4 years? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Land Rover, and it was Dr. Hewer. Is that right? Dr. Hewer.
Mm-hmm.
Buck Rogers season 1 on the telly was awesome.
So
season
good.
2,
Season 2, not
so much.
Where they turned
Never seen any of the
into
Buck Rogers
stewardess.
stuff apart. Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly right. I was saying to Scuba and Dave just said it was just the Corgi Starfighter I remember having. Although I've got one of the figures now. I think I've got Buck Rogers, the little figures. They didn't like the Joes.
Yeah, 3 3/4.
I've got that one. Yeah, I found it at a yard sale and it was beat up, but I thought, I'll take that.
The rainbow sticker on his arm, you want that to be intact, and he did come with a little black pistol.
Was there a laser scope fighter? BOE says
I have that. Yeah, it's one of those where it's like, what they just made. Shoot, where do I have that? It's really random. It has nothing to do with the show that you ever saw. They just kind of were like, let's make that a Buck Rogers toy.
It was all the girls in Buck Rogers. They're all awesome, weren't they? Every episode, you're like, what the fuck?
They always, they had her in the tightest, most colorful. I mean, she did things to.
That's why I needed that hose.
And look, I saw Aaron Gray at Dragon Con last year when we did the Walk of Fame. You can go into the autograph hall.
Right.
Where they are. Yeah. She is awesome. She actually leads a morning yoga class that you can go to because she's very into health and fitness, and I know I'm very into health and fitness. So maybe this year I'll go to her yoga class.
The promo teaser for the original Buck Rogers is on YouTube. It's just the various ladies from the show in skimpy silver underwear. Definitely gonna like it. Don't know like that. Really. In Glasgow in '84, they did a Buck Rogers burger bar.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Way better than 1 pound burger bar.
Buck Rogers. Did you get into Buck Rogers VTR? Did you pick up the figures and stuff like that?
Not the figures. No, I was more into Battlestar. I think when I was younger than Buck Rogers, but yeah,
Battlestar Galactica. Yeah, I recently saw Buck Rogers lunchbox and flask, £170.
Yes, the Aladdin lunchbox, which I have upstairs. It's it goes for a lot with the thermos.
Evan Gray was a total smoke show. Holy crap! How was she not in any more stuff? I can't remember it or anything else besides Buck Rogers.
She was in Silver Spoons.
Oh, was that a TV show, Silver Spoons?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Was the black hole laser scope fighter before or after the Buck Rogers one?
Black hole laser scope. I think it would have been after they reused it for Black Hole, because Black Hole was that 79? Or I mean, they were basically like neck and neck. You know, everybody's trying to cash in on Star Wars.
Buck Rogers 2 felt like the Love Boat crossed with Star Trek.
You're not wrong.
What's the Buck Rogers music of the pilot episode for a soft thingy musical intro with a book asleep surrounded by scantily clad ladies, including Wilma? Sounds like my house, that.
Oh, yeah.
I have the Buck Rogers board game in the loft, and Ian says my enduring memory of Buck Rogers was Gil Gerard trying to teach someone disco dancing. Brilliant.
It tells the band to pump up the tune.
What's your number 2, Dave?
Okay, I've got my notes. So the next TV series only appeared in 1984.
Right.
Based on a 1983 film. A heavily armed, super stealthy police helicopter used by a special Los Angeles unit. My eyesight's not very good, so I'm actually struggling to read what I've got written down here. James Farentino as pilot, Frank Shaney. Dana Carvey, yes, Dana Carvey, as Clinton Jaffo Wanderlove. What a name. And do you know what the Jaffo stands for?
What?
Just another effing observer.
That's
apparently what it stands
World
for.
War II, Jaffo.
Is that true? I don't know. Maybe.
Yes.
Yes. Apparently it ran for 11 episodes, but we'll see. Anyway, have you got what it is yet?
Blue Thunder.
Well done. And it just so happens that they did make, unlike Airwolf, which was a die-cast, they made a Blue Thunder toy, which I've wanted this for such a long time. And as Scuba says, when you find these, they're always broken. But I spotted this in Haarlem, just outside Amsterdam, in the Toy Zone Toy Fair last year. It was a little messy. The stickers were a bit busted, so I've cleaned it up and I've replaced the stickers. Yeah, if anyone hates that, I don't care. This looks much better now. And it's awesome. It's a pretty decent representation of the helicopter in the film. The cockpit does come up.
So is it the size for 3 3/4-inch figures, David?
It is.
Right.
Now, the film, here's a little tidbit for you. The film, as you know, starred Roy Schneider as the pilot. The pilot, though, in the film was called Frank Murphy. And in the TV show, it was Frank, Shaney. So not only was Roy Schneider not in the TV series, but the pilot's name has also changed. But there we go. There's the pilot there. There is a variant of this figure, which I wouldn't mind trying to find.
What's the variant? Helmet color?
I can't remember now. Might be something like that. But yeah, maybe one day I'll find the variant. But yes, this is a Roy Schneider figure, not.
I need to have a rummage and look, because I believe I have a Roy Schneider figure, and who knows, it might be the variant you need.
You never know. You never know.
So what can I ask you a question? Why is this so flimsy, this thing? Is it not the same plastic as the Star Wars playsets, that kind of thing?
It does feel a little bit flimsy, it has to be said.
It's much like things made out of gold.
Yeah.
Plastic are super fragile. This blue is just like glass.
Yeah. The rotors are also incredibly fragile. They fold in, and the way they fold in, it's sort of like a pressure fit. So if you're not careful, that can snap quite easily. The skids will snap. These bits on the end will just these bits here will snap off. To find one like this at the show, I was not expecting to find this at the in Amsterdam, but when I saw it, it's like, I've got to get it.
It is beautiful. It is a cool ship. I'd love that. You know, the helicopter as a kid.
They got the gun at the front there as well. Now, what was the helicopter? I have it written down somewhere in my notes. The helicopter was actually crikey. It was a French-made helicopter in the program. But it was a conversion carried out by a US company. So they added all the Apache style stuff onto the helicopter. But it's a French Gazelle or something, or Gazelle, something like that.
Ah, yes, French for surrender.
Once again, we're going to have to talk to Scuba Pete about his racism. Australian French. Brilliant. Keep on collecting says, where did you get the replacement stickers from? I need them.
Ooh.
I can't remember. It might be that Zach Paris. Let me check, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know, Matt.
Yeah, I've heard of Zach Paris.
Oh,
Didn't
awesome.
he land Blue Thunder on a railway track for it to be destroyed by a train? JT spoiling it. Do you know what I mean?
Damn it, JT.
I didn't realize they made it into a show. I mean, I remember going to the theater to see it.
Yeah, they made it into a show. Obviously, it didn't last very long. But
No, I said 7 episodes. Some of the lads were saying they said it wasn't as good as the movie. But I don't even remember the movie. When was the movie? In the early 80s?
83.
I'll have to have a look and see what it's about. The red plastic they use for G.I. Joe toys actually crumbles. Does it?
It's like candy. Yeah.
Wow. Does Dave have a large Lincoln Hawk figure in a box behind him? Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yep. It's over the top.
Oh.
and sat beside him or stood beside him, you see Arnie there, Commando.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Arnie and Sylvester there.
Put it down, Dave. I'm petrified you're going to break it live on it.
Right there, it's like, oh God, don't touch the rotors.
That is the one vehicle I'm not going to hang from the ceiling. I hang a lot of other vehicles from the ceiling, but that's not being hung from the ceiling. No chance.
No.
Shabby has an Apache in it. Yeah. I showed you, Pete, didn't I? So the Fort Bragg military base is round the corner. And as you're on the highway, on the what is it? They have a car park. There's about 20-25 of them, all Apaches, all there like that. It looks intimidating. It looks awesome.
It was badass.
Yeah. I'm sure I showed you, Pete, didn't I, when you came over?
Yeah, when we drove by, it was like, oh.
The chopper for the show was heavily converted and was supposed to be an absolute nightmare to fly. You could tell it was a French chopper. It had onions hanging from its tail. It's racist, JT. It's racist. Do you know what I mean?
Chives. I believe it was chives.
Thanks, Dave, says KOC. Shabby, the Blue Thunder movie is a murder mystery thriller aimed at adults. Is it? So it wasn't a kids thing then?
No, it was not a kids.
So it's one of those things. Another
good action.
18 plus 80 show that they made stuff for kids for. Right, got it.
All the time. And yeah.
I remember grabbing a cinema magazine in 83 and it had Return of the Jedi, Blue Thunder, and The Meaning of Life reviewed.
The meaning of life.
Were you ever after? Have you got that helicopter? Were you after one of them?
I would love to find one. I almost bought one at Route 68 Toys, but again, because we pulled it out and he's like, let me tell you what's wrong with it. And I'm like, and back it goes. Because I'm like, you're never going to find the parts ever. So I was like,
well, say for example, you got you found one with 3 blades or those parts at the back that Dave was talking about were missing. How much are you paying for a broken one?
Easily in the mid 150s.
So that's why you're not buying a broken one, because it's hard to find the actual parts.
Yeah, there's never ever going to be anybody like, oh, I've got the stabilizers for Blue Thunder. Be like, no, you don't.
He did a restoration video on one of them, so he made all the bits himself, custom made.
Right. Yeah. I thought you had a baguette as a steering stick. Very Blue Thunder is cool, but a mere second behind TC's chopper from Magnum. I loved that thing.
Playmobil TC chopper he did. Oh my God.
I think Keep On Collecting made one as well, didn't they? I think they did a custom one of them. Yeah, a couple of lads have done it. I always found them with broken props. I've never seen one. I've never seen that. And if I have, I've probably glanced past it because I don't know what it is. So
it's that dark blue. It doesn't, it doesn't jump out at you unless you're looking.
150. Why not buy a real one if it's French? Probably. I don't know. Anyway, let's get to your number ones. First of all, can I just say thank you to everyone in the chat and thank you to VTR and Scuba. I've loved this tonight. I've absolutely loved it. It's been, honestly, what a way to kick off season 3. So thank you both so much. Scuba, what's your number one?
I just want to say I didn't even know that I was going to be playing myself in season 3. I thought that was... Anyway, contracts. Okay, sticking with breaky, bluish things.
Yeah.
I just got this past weekend. Let me set this up. my dear friend Kenny, who rest his soul is no longer with us, was local. We both found the different versions of these at the exact same toy show.
Yeah.
And after we were like, I can't believe you found that one. I can't believe you found that one. And we went out and just sat on the sofa in the lobby of this show, and we just kind of talked, the night away. All things toys. We had these out so people would see them. And so people were walking by like, what the? And you're like, yeah, keep walking. No, they're not for sale. And there was one guy like, hey, I'll pay you for that. And Kenny's like, no. And he goes, well, I saw it earlier. I really wanted it. And he goes, well, you should have bought it then. So what I have is the G.I. Joe Cobra glider.
Is that made from that like polystyrene kind of stuff as well?
This is like what they make
that
like
is
egg carton out of.
Man.
Jeepers, and it still looks like that.
Yep. And so for tonight, I've just tucked the wings in there because you don't want to push on them or try to wiggle them back out. Yeah, no. So there's the figure holder. There is a little peg. And when Kenny found this, it didn't have a pilot. But later that night, I bought him the pilot.
Da-da-da-da-da.
And so there's the nice silver logo that tells you, and he has the straight webbing, unlike the Cobra Officer, which also has a silver Cobra logo. But like I said, his webbing on the Cobra Officer is crisscrossed, the straight up and down. That's the Cobra Pilot. So it goes with this.
Wow. So that's an exclusive figure for that glider.
Yeah. And what's very interesting, camera hard streaming. So the tempo paint job they did on that is very fragile, loose, whatever. It rubs off very easily. So quite often you can find this figure with no logo on it, and you're like, what? Is that just a regular Cobra guy? And be like, no. Chances are is that it is the Cobra Viper Pilot. It's just from play that decal has rubbed off. Wow. But again, it's the webbing that tells you, hey, I'm the Cobra Pilot, because he has the straight up and down suspenders versus the crisscross that the Officer would have. I know Adam Berry's like, dude. So cool. We had a great night. And like I said, Kenny's passed on, and his mom has been patiently holding that for better part of a year for me. File card.
Yeah.
File name unknown. And the instructions.
No way.
So
I mean, because that toy couldn't have lasted 2 minutes as a kid.
And that's what, I remember, I think it was Andy from Hollow Chronicles saying that he and his brother had them and they lasted all of like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like went outside, threw it, and they don't fly like the commercial. Like if you watch the joke, like, wow, he goes, it literally just like went, zip, and it broke. And you're like,
because I remember those. Do you remember those polystyrene planes, VTR? I used to, and they didn't last
those
2 minutes.
Flew better than what these do.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Those planes,
So you can just see behind the Stormtrooper helmet is my Joe glider that I got that night in a shadow box. That's the way the guy was selling it.
Right there, right next to got it right there.
Right there's just the tip.
Perfect.
That box. So I'm gonna get a shadow box and well,
that was nice. You've got a nice memory there as well.
Yeah. I remember, obviously, his mom was like, "Oh my gosh, there's just so much stuff that he collected toy wise," and we all have kind of pitched in. And she was like, "I don't even I have no idea what he paid for that." And I was like, "I know what he paid for it," and I told her, and I was like, "That is what I'm gonna." And she was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yes, that's not a cheap do."
No, it can't be that.
I was like, because I was like, "You're getting it,
Scuba needs to start customizing his TC chopper in 2026. Well, where to start doing that, though, isn't it? Kieran Ball said they tried to recast Scuba Pete, but George Clooney wasn't available. Look at that. Yeah, that is a lovely, great fun memory, that Scuba. That's a lovely.
Yep.
Can you imagine kids chucking that thing all over the place back in the day? Yeah. So when we go to all these Joe Fest and stuff, do you see a lot of them? You can't see many of them there.
No, the few times I've seen it at Joe Fest, I don't know how on earth they have it, but it's usually with the box.
Yeah.
Either loose and busted in the box or sealed content box. And you're like, what?
These pilots are so hard to find with that logo, and that one is mint. Says
I couldn't, later in the evening, I was like, I'm getting that for my friend. And I was like, here you go. And he was like, no. And I was like, shut up.
Is that the one that Andy wanted? What GeForce is saying here? We also picked up a Cobra glider pilot for Andy at Joe Fest.
I think it was
That was a couple of years back.
Where that one guy was like, well, I don't take electronic.
That was right. And so I remember how much just the pilot was, because he was expensive. So I can imagine how much that is. Yeah. Warning, no rubbing. It makes your vintage toys worthless. They still sell those polyplanes. Do they? Do they still sell them? No way.
Yeah, the little gliders.
Yeah. Yeah, picked up an Adventure People glider, says GeForce. I really saw an Indiana Jones model set, which I've never seen before. Wow. Look at that. Perfect. All right. What's your number one?
Okay. This show.
Yeah.
One of my favorites on a Saturday evening. 1985. Rex Smith as Jesse Mack, an ex-motorcycle cop injured in the line of duty. Recruited to pilot a top-secret, government-built super motorcycle. You got the show yet?
Got it. Street Talk.
Capable of 300 miles per hour
on a bike.
Through Bristol. What?
Are you gonna be hanging on a bike at 300 miles per hour? No. Oh dear.
Can you imagine? Look at BOE Street something. I don't know.
Oh my word. It ran for 14 episodes.
That many?
Essentially Knight Rider on two wheels. I mean, we all said that, didn't we, back in the day?
How many episodes? 14.
14 episodes, yeah.
Wow.
14 episodes.
Good full season.
Yeah. The bike. Let me tell you about the bike, because obviously the bike is the star of the show here. It's a 1983 Honda XL 500. No idea what that is, but it's a Honda anyway. There you go. And they used 11 Honda CR250s for all the stunt work. There you go.
Wow.
And it was obviously heavily customized with lots of fiberglass.
Sesame Street Hawk. Sesame Street Hawk. Street pace if it's going street paced.
Yeah, street pace, exactly.
Yeah, that's 100 miles faster than Imperial speeder bike.
300 miles per hour, can you imagine?
Wow.
Now, quite a few companies, this is quite unusual, quite a few companies got in on Street Hawk, believe it or not. There weren't that many toys, but a few companies got in. Now, first of all, our friends LJN, they came up with this Street Hawk. Ooh. There we go. Not a bad representation. Yep. This one actually takes a battery. You put a battery in the back. Yeah. So press this button. It has a motion there. Quite noisy, but also it has a light at the front. Lights up.
Oh yeah.
Because obviously when you're going 300 miles per hour in the dark, you need a light. That was LGN.
Thanks for coming in.
Kenner also got in on the game, and they produced this one. Oh, by the way, this one I found at a car boot sale. At the time, I didn't know what it was. I just thought that looks kind of cool. I got it home, did the research, and found it was an LJN Street Hawk. Quite hard to find. I paid 50 pence for this guy at the car boot.
Yeah.
Well brilliant story. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. This is the Kenner one. Now, which one do you prefer? Kenner or LJN?
I'm going LJ.
Yeah, I think I prefer LJN as well.
The LJN looks more like it, I think.
You think so? This one has a kind of pullback motion on it, and this this one's my one's kind of a bit broken, but you pull it back, and then he kind of wheelies, and the guy kind of comes off at 300 miles an hour. Not surprising.
He's popping wheelies.
Hanging off for dear
What
life.
could go wrong?
And then, now this is one I didn't know until a dealer came up to me and said, "I've got something for you, which I think you'll appreciate." And it's this little guy, this little Street Hawk, a mini Street Hawk. This is by Rainbow Toys. Now, the reason the guy gave it to me is because he was missing his helmet. It snapped off. So I did a bit of 3D printing and fixed it up. And you can't tell, can you?
No, not at all.
No.
If you hadn't
This
said
is by
anything,
Rainbow Toys. And I think this one's pretty hard to come by. But yeah, that's a pretty cool one.
does it have
Really
a kickstand?
Yeah, it has a kickstand. You just pull it down. Tiny little kickstand. Look, I don't know if you can see it. There you go.
Holy
Yep.
smokes.
Yeah. That's not bad. That's not a bad looking one.
Wow.
Now, Michael Knight got a bit jealous of all this bike action. So he got one.
Really?
The Weird and Wonderful. This is from Brazil, I think, last light.
That is so cool.
I've never seen that.
No idea that existed. Dave.
Oh dear, Weird and Wonderful. The Weird and Wonderful. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I kind of like Street Hawk. I was sort of it was bad really, but I loved it. I mean, if Street Hawk was on a Saturday night, I was always going to sit down.
But let's be honest, though, none of them were masterpieces, were they? I think it's just that fond love that we have in it, you know.
But if you look back and watch them, the reality is maybe slightly different from your memories. But back in the day, you couldn't wait for those Saturday evening TV shows. I loved them.
I've got the Street Hawk cassette and storybook from my childhood, said Cox. It's a very recent fact. All that stuff he found in that loft, it was brilliant, yeah. On GTA Online. The theme song was awesome, yeah.
Yeah, the theme tune was awesome.
Dave's number one would have been the Mattel Space Knight. Oh, wait.
It's English with Yankee actors.
That's racist. That's racist. Do you know what I mean?
Come on, Martin Landau's awesome.
Where's the love for Ultraman and Ultraman? I remember. Automan, I remember that was a good one. I like the scene in Street Hawk when that Ewok steals it. Here we go. Fun Rex Smith fact. Rex Smith was the first actor to play Marvel's Daredevil in the '89 live action movie Trial of the Incredible Hulk with Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno. Who's Rex Smith? He must have been in Street Hawk. Must have been. Imagine if he wasn't. I don't know, David. 300 miles per hour on a bike in the dark. I think I prefer not to see where I was. Yeah. I remember that one figure from Automan. That was it, though, wasn't it, for Automan? And was that the street? Because I never had any Street Hawk stuff. Did you, Scoobs? When I was a kid? No, nothing like that. If you were going 300 miles an hour, they won't even see you coming. Yeah, exactly. Dom says, I bought something great today. It's an Ertl 1955 Chevy Roadster. I found that one new in a box. It's a die-cast model kit. Yeah, wow, that sounds pretty cool. That sounds awesome. That's the one I meant, Automan. Yeah, Ultraman. I don't remember Ultraman. Everyone saying hello to Dominic. Your helmet would snap off at 300 miles per hour. Can you imagine? Michael Knight could never do 300 miles per hour with that. Yeah, brilliant. Train trip over, off to work. Have an enjoyable evening and day, everyone. I've just turned it off. Great stream, Shabby, Dave, and Scuba. So there it is. There is VTR's and Scuba's top 5. Absolutely loved it. Is there anything in there that you think I could have put that in, but I haven't put it in?
Oh, you mean other things?
When you were getting your 5 ready tonight, your only top 5, did you go, oh, should I put that in?
Dude, I'm surrounded by that stuff.
Well, that's why I wanted to keep it to a theme, because then it made it easier to pick.
Well, that means I can have you on again now, because it said top 5.
I was like,
those are the themes. Those are the 5 themes.
Thought up here, do you know what I mean? Brilliant. Awesome start to season 3 of Shabby's Any Top 5 with VTR and Scuba. Everyone in the chat was great too. I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Wasn't Automan and Street Hawk made by the same guy who did Battlestar Galactica? He ripped off popular stuff for rival channels.
I don't know.
Not sure. Don't know. Awesome tonight, lads. Well, thank you very much. Do any of you two have anything coming up? Oh, by the way, these two both have YouTube channels, Chasing 80s the Scubas and VTR. The links for their channels are in the description. So if you're not subscribed to one of these beautiful fellas, I'm sure most of you are. If not, you can find their channels in the description. But have you got anything coming up, boys? Any conventions you're going to? Any videos? Anything?
Well, we have Sandown Toy Fair.
Sandown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then the day after, we're going to be on. Luke and I will be on Keep On Collecting. We have
awesome. Sweet. When are you doing that this weekend?
No, I think that's when is that? A couple of weeks' time.
A couple of weeks. Awesome. Did you ever go to Sandown when you were in England, Pete? I can't remember. Did you go to that one?
It didn't. No, it didn't hit the right times.
Great stream tonight, boys. Great tonight. Loved the 18 van, and Scuba had some real grail. Yeah. Look at that, says Coxie. Remember, people, Keith Knight wants your old Cliff Richards. Pete, you got anything coming up? Are you going anywhere in the near future?
Yes, we've got the Ohio Toy and Comic Show. I think we're going to go to that. It's a one-day show.
Awesome.
Over in Cincinnati. So I think I'm going to do that, and I'll shoot video.
Perfect. The only thing what I've got coming up on Wednesday is this, what I picked up in April. Ooh. So what I do is every month I do a show about what I picked up that month and so forth. So I'll be doing this on Wednesday and just showing a few things that I've picked up then. Maze might be a bit quiet when I do next month because we've got Joe Festival. So even if I do want to make
your time.
Yeah.
I could come on and show my pickups if you want.
There you go.
Oh, brilliant. If you can, that's even better. I'll do that. Flake 7 needs a decent toy line.
They do.
Oh, yeah, that would have been cool.
I'm going to be at Sandown first time since 2025. Well, they are. Perfect. Great return to top 5. Always nice having a nosy at other people's stuff. That's why I do it. Just nosy, basically. Do you know what I mean? Excellent top 5, you guys. I've loved it. Take care, everyone. And I'll end up with this brilliant stream chat. Cheers to all in the chat until we polish off our Migos and break our Blue Thunders.
Doodle tip.
Perfect. All right. We'll see you next week. Say goodnight, fellas.
Good night.
See ya.
See ya.